Legion. As you can see, there's an extra Legionnaire in the box tonight. Please welcome the Mariner. He's the only host that runs at 60 frames a second. Please welcome Hero. Oh no, that's Soda Pop. I'm going backwards. And in his dark spank bank cave, please welcome Hero. And feeling tired today in her inner sanctum of stuffed animals, please welcome Black Light Oni. And me hiding the bag under my eyes, I'm Chieftain. Because I like hitting the button 5,000 times. It's awesome. Yep, you are muted. Well, that was on purpose. I don't want you to hear everyone else. I just wanted to hear myself for the next 3 hours. So that was on purpose. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Attention, attention, darlings. Thank you, thank you. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Laggin Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, if you don't mind, I saw something shiny, and I'm going to make it mine.
Never gets old. Every time I hear it. Perfect voice rendition by Black Light Oni.
Attention. The preceding content is intended for...
I love the sound. I love the impression. I could just play it every week. I don't know what the parentheses mean, but I love that sound bite. I don't know if it's sarcastic. I don't know if it's never gets old or self-loathing humor. I don't understand. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, it's true. Like parentheses of that, yeah. Don't ask me about grammar. I don't know anything about grammar. I don't grammar well. Yep. That's why Soda has me check his spelling. Can you check my shit 3 or 4 times, please? Oh, because it's a... Oh, okay. There we go. Now I understand the reference, Oni. Alright, yeah, don't forget to check us out here. And, you know, how to support small streamers. Give them a shout out, follow their stream, tell a friend, engage in their posts, root for them, and the total cost of you is just your time. Or if you want to donate, you can hit this QR code and maintain the podcast so we can buy cool green screen stuff for people and lights and junk and hair dye and hookers for Soda. Just kidding. Oh my god. And a big shout out to our boosters, Soda, Hypernova, the Mariner, Ezreal, Storm, Wolfsong, Prophet, Tyrann, and Tyrann Death. So you want to make sure. Yes. I'm so high right now.
I'm so high right now. Don't forget your towel. Wanna get high?
And if you missed the stream last night because it was only an hour and a half, you want to check us out. Check it out every Thursday. Baldur's Gate 3. What's that? I'm just joking. It goes so quickly because no, I don't understand how's that working?
This is all our good shit.
How's that?
I
Is
know,
that working
right?
now?
Working, test.
It should be working now. Okay. I clicked on it. It didn't. I have to press down harder on my mouse button.
Now it's good.
Probably not
You missed
working.
all of our great content.
Yeah, that's okay.
Fuck.
We got another 2-3 hours to go. So you want to check them out on Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern Time, Baldur's Gate 3. And if you're not sure, you might want to follow our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. There's all alerts on there during the day to help remind you where they are and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or who?
So there was a Super Bowl. Who watched the Super Bowl here? Anyone watch the Super Bowl? No, no one watched the Super Bowl. Anyone watch the commercials? Anyone watch the commercials? No.
Oh, yeah,
All
I
right,
did.
next topic.
That bad, huh?
Wow. Yeah. No one watched the Swifty Bowl.
Yeah.
No, I did watch commercials on YouTube
Yeah.
though.
Some of the commercials were pretty good. Some of the commercials were pretty
It's
bad.
a neighbor, Nabal. That was the best one.
Neighbor with Arnold
Neighbor.
Schwarzenegger. It's neighbor. That's what I'm saying. Neighbor.
Nabal.
Wicked fair. Like, I don't know why my Arnold
Worse and
sounds like
worse.
a Bostonian accent. Wicked fair. But yeah, the prediction last week was
Like-
pretty crazy. Last week they predicted, the simulation predicted 28-23 in the finals, with San Francisco winning the Super Bowl, and the actual score of the game, because it was fixed, was 25-22 Kansas City in overtime. So the game didn't end till 10:30 Eastern time, so it was a very long game.
Well,
But it,
I always
West
remember
Coast,
them
so-
being very long anyways.
well, it
Yeah.
started at like 8 o'clock because West Coast. And actually,
also
San
had, what, a
Francisco said they
45-minute
didn't know.
halftime?
San Francisco didn't know the new rules, or if they would have scored a touchdown, then that would actually made it what 20. Yeah,
it
26,
would have been
25.
26-26.
Well, yeah, because
right?
I guess they would have kicked the field goal. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't like red teams. But we call them the
Whoa.
Kansas City Chieftains. So I'm a back-to-back champion.
And he loves Taylor Swift. So.
A
He
team
hides
so
it.
nice they named it after me. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
He hides all his Swiftiness.
Yes.
Mhm.
I hide all my Swiftiness.
As soon as we
And
get
of
off
course,
the
Kid-
air, he puts his Swifties on. And
Hey, I'm gonna get
Pajamas.
shitty.
KFC actually has a special deal after the Super Bowl.
Oh.
For Taylor Swift, it's 2 small breasts, 2 small thighs, and a left wing for $9.99.
Oh, sorry.
That's what they call a joke.
It-
That's
It was a good one.
Funny. So,
Oh.
but yeah. So the simulations were only like 5 points off and completely missed the correct team. So
So you might say the game did a complete 180.
yeah, definitely a 180. Dun, 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 dun.
Like I said, they would have to run it 100 times and then take the medium.
Yeah. And then they were just like, oh, look, that was our prediction. And then like take off the video and put that video on. I
Right.
scored 25-22.
One of them got it right.
Did they?
Oh,
Some of them got
no. I'm just saying, in the simulations, they ran 100. One of them was bound to hit that score.
it. Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
I think I've reversed these slides, but yeah.
Well, let's do it. We'll get Madden. We'll run simulations for 100 games. And
see if it gets close.
yeah.
That might be interesting. I wouldn't want to sit there all day like watching it, right?
Probably not.
I think they have a speed run like where it's called head coach mode, where it just like speeds out through the quarters, or you play every game.
Yeah.
I didn't mute everyone. Is that an older?
Uh,
I was
No,
answering
no.
Ghost's question about what he missed.
Oh,
Oh, nothing. Literally.
oh,
Except Chieftain talking.
no, it's like no, the audio is working fine. It's running through on my side correctly, so I don't know why it's not running through.
I think you're fine. I was answering Ghost's question
Oh, okay.
about what he
I was like,
missed.
That's so weird. Why is it? I was like, why is it not?
Sorry, I should have just responded to him live,
No, you're fine.
audibly.
I was like, that's so weird because I had the meters running on there.
I pressed enter on the chat, and I'm like, oh great, Chieftain's going to misunderstand what I'm saying.
I'm like, no, not again. I'm like, it's there.
That Mojo.
The
Oi,
Mojo.
Mojo.
The Mojo. But yeah, it just shows that AI is still dumb, and it's going to take them a long time to beat us
That's
down.
not AI though. That's just a simulation that works off of basic stat. Well, yeah, the raw stats.
So it learns from the stats and creates the simulation.
Yeah, AI
It's
is
fantasy. It's fantasy football in 3D.
more involved.
It's fantasy. It's sports ball in 3D. 3D sports ball. But yeah, so looks like they were close with no cigar for the simulations.
Probably for the World Series when the Astros win.
Yeah, when they can't even get into the wild card. We'll see how far that goes.
They have a 70% winner of the West. So
I think Yankees are around there for the East.
no, they're like 28%.
No, not the ones I saw. I saw 46.
Oh yeah, because you see the ones on the Yankees page.
Well, those are the ones that you need to go by.
No.
Yeah, and check out those sports ball podcast on Sundays. But yeah. Okay. So first topic of the day. Who wants to see Madam Web? Not me.
No.
It's Spider-Man themed. You gotta watch
Madam Web, who wants to see it? What does it say? Also is kind of creepy. An older woman with her young female acolytes. Weird.
I know where she got that one from. Go ahead. You finished pitching it out there, Chieftain, and
I already did. I already swung it around. All right, so but you could probably set this up a little bit better than I can. But they're really pushing this film the last few days. Literally the last few days, like this last week.
It came out on Wednesday.
Yeah,
It came out on Valentine's Day.
And they were marketing it, their little marketing that they were doing, they were marketing it as a Valentine's Day movie.
That's weird.
Take your date to see this this movie.
It also
Alrighty.
If you hate them.
Yeah, this is how you get your divorce if you're trying for one.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Yeah.
Actually, ironically, Nerdrotic talked about this, and he made a joke at the end of at the end of his video when he talked about it. He's like, "So, according to the poll that I just put up, it looks like what did he say? Mrs. Nerdrotic is going to burn me to a crisp, and this might be the last video you see me make."
Wow.
I missed that part. I didn't see that part. I missed out.
Well, let's just put it this way. Opening day was like
perfect shot.
$6 million. The prediction is currently ballparking between, I think it's 18 million and maybe 24 million, I think it was, for the weekend. And by the way, they're calling this weekend box office a 6-day weekend.
Why is that?
Because of Valentine's Day and President's Day.
Oh, okay.
It's
not gonna help.
They're just I'm just waiting for the day that they say the new box office weekend, the full 30-day box office weekend. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh my goodness.
They're really stretching it out to
Giggity?
yeah, I was waiting for that. They're really stretching it out just for just to try and make the numbers look better.
And make her put 4 in there and make M all gay.
I mean, okay, so the reason why the comment is made that it's kind of creepy is for some reason these 3 spider women, because they're actually supposedly depicting 3 different spider women comics. One of them's been race swapped, if you couldn't tell.
No.
Oh, I thought this would be a white person with the fro. I thought it was Christina Aguilera.
But these 3 women are in fact orphans, and the joke was made that they're barely legal, and that
Oh
this is
God.
based. The joke
It's
was
like
made that this
Cuties,
is
but Madam Web.
the joke was basically made that this was the bad prawn rendition of a Spider-Man movie. Where
What?
there's a sort of story and it just didn't have the adult content. That's the joke that was made. And
Oh.
the girl playing Madam Web is the older woman that basically throughout the whole movie is being has an APB put out on her for kidnapping 3 younger women.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
It's like Azrael Miller, but in real life, but made him a girl.
yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's basically the synopsis. And by the way, apparently the superhero costume shots that you see in all the trailers, all one
Yeah.
of them, is basically 1 minute of screen time, and it's only done in flashbacks.
Oh, are you kidding me?
None of them actually wear the superhero costume, except in a grand total of 1 minute of movie footage. And it's actually, I'm sorry, not a flashback. It's a premonition, a vision.
Yeah, flash forward.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Taylor Swift had more screen time at the Super Bowl than these women are gonna have like in their super suits.
Pretty much.
Movie.
Honey, where is my super suit?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why do you need to know?
I just want to let you know that I have the studio section open in Streamlabs, and it is working. It works on the live. It doesn't work off air.
Amusing.
Yes, it is hilarious.
Anyways, so ultimately the other running joke on this is there's lots of comments on the posts about this movie, and a lot of people are saying this is the worst movie I've ever seen. This movie did worse than. This movie did worse than. And then finally when somebody gets to the Marvels, this movie did worse than the Marvel. Okay, let's be serious now.
Yeah, let's be serious, so that way we can't say like these women are attractive or not attractive, because apparently we'll get trolled.
Who cares?
Okay.
Bring it on.
It's okay. I'll troll the troll for you.
And we know Wolverines is spelled incorrectly. I haven't gotten to that yet, guys, so that's my fault.
No, it's done on purpose.
Oh yeah. Somebody said it's Mad Wedding time. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Everybody's doing that.
All I know is that when they did the premiere, Hero, that the lady who plays Madam Web had this plunging neckline dress with no bra, and it looked hot. I was like, wow.
All I can say
that is a bold dress for a premiere. I'm just gonna say.
And
I saw the J-Lo dress from the Oscars.
They really tried to make, because I was checking out some of the trailers and some other stuff to try and get up on the topic. They were trying really hard to make one of these girls look young and unattractive, and failing miserably. Like, how do you fail at doing that?
It's like the Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway. Like, let's try to make her look ugly, and then at the end make her look like a pretty princess.
Sweet.
But anyway,
I don't like how
there's not a whole lot to say about this. This tanked. It was a Sony movie. Dakota Johnson fired her agent after the trailers dropped when she realized that it wasn't actually a Marvel movie, because it seems like she was deceived into thinking it was going to be a Marvel movie, and that's why she was so on board with it. However,
there was at least one other of the actresses who fell for it too.
Yeah.
Because I think her and one of the others tagged Marvel films.
Yep.
On
the blondes. The 2 blondes, probably.
Well, according to this screenshot, which one is the blonde? Seriously.
I don't have a clue.
But I will say that the Dakota Johnson interviewing is about as deadpan as Kristen Stewart's acting.
Oh no.
Like,
oh no.
It's
no
terrible. Her interview skills are not there. It's like she's forgot how to human, forgot how to emote.
She forgot how to human.
Like, seriously, it was worse than watching Kirsten Stewart acting and trying to be sad or happy.
It's like
Anyway.
Keanu Reeves going there. It's like, killed my dog.
Anyways, I'm gonna pass it around the room. Chieftain, what do you think?
I already told you what I thought. Soda or
Well,
Oni
you know I'm not
Mariner.
into Spider-Man, but I mean, they
It's not really
sexualize.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know
It's
that.
not. There's no Spider-Man in this.
It's
In fact,
got
they couldn't.
Spider, right? Adam
No,
Web.
they
It's got
could.
web
I'll wait
in
my
there.
turn.
So,
I'll wait my turn.
no, you're fine.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So they apparently Sony forgot that they own Spider-Man, and so and they could have totally dropped his
That's
name,
so
Peter Parker
funny.
and Spider-Man. They got this close, and then went, nope, never mind. They
Psych.
didn't want this to be in the Spider-Verse. They did everything they could to keep it out of the Spider-Verse, despite the fact that it's a Spider-Man character.
Right.
I mean, Madam Web, when she was introduced during the War of the Spider and a bunch of other freaking crapping crazy timelines and storylines going on.
Yeah, stupid timelines that no one cared about.
Well, actually, it was really popular storyline.
I call Spider-Man.
Yeah, the War of the Spider.
Eat a
It was
dick.
Really, really popular storyline. She was introduced. She was a very old woman. She was wheelchair bound, and she was blind and hooked to a life support machine that her husband made for her to keep her alive. And she obviously had the power to, the power of clairvoyance. Then you look at
Is
all
that
the
another character, clairvoyance?
It is a character somewhere, isn't it?
Probably.
Probably.
Wouldn't be
But
surprised.
apparently, according to all of the interviews, Madam Web had no actual backstory, so they could just make whatever story they wanted up for her.
Oh.
And this was the results. This abomination was the result. Also on
Isn't
top
that a
of
character?
that, yes, it is. Also on top of that, they were supposed to at one point bring in each of the 3 different Spider-Men that we already have actors to be in this movie, and then they changed their mind a bunch of times, and then they just decided no Spider-Man.
Wow.
He was
They could've
theoretically born in this film.
Yeah.
According to what I know about it, and get this. This is the best part, in my opinion. The reason they set this film in 2003 is just so they could have the Britney Spears song "Toxic" in it.
Yep.
Oh God.
Supposedly. I mean,
Supposedly.
the guy they
Allegedly.
were interviewing, the guy they were interviewing actually legitimately said that. He was the director.
No, he was one of the writers.
Oh, no, you're right. He was the writer. Either way, you look at this and you're just like,
What the fuck?
why? Anyways, go ahead.
That question will be asked many times, especially on the Sony board.
I keep hearing the most unintentionally hilarious superhero film they've ever seen.
How long is it? Was it like 2 hours long?
It's 2 hours.
Shut up.
Hour and 57-minute runtime.
And no answers will be heard. Thank you. Oni, please share your opinion.
Yes, please speak up.
I don't know if this is just the art here, but the costumes look really, really touched up in CGI.
Ooh,
They were
call.
completely CGI.
It's the lighting. The lighting looks really awkward. And that I understand a little bit of touch up when you're doing costumes, especially in a superhero movie.
Mhm.
There's only so much you can really get away with the technology we have versus the world we're trying to portray. That's a lot of Photoshop. That looks
Right.
I hope that's just bad promotional art. Yes.
Is it just me or
Not sure.
Nice call, Oni. I just want to say that's a very good call.
Thank you.
Very astute. Nice job, Missoni.
Is it just me, or is the girl on the left look like she's just perpetually high?
Dude, that's racist.
The other two
How?
girls, like they look like they're expressing themselves, but this girl on the left, her eyes are like half closed behind the visor, and not only do the eyes look really fake, but just the expression makes her look high as shit.
Oh, it's probably fake, but I think the problem is with the two young ladies, or the center and then the one on the right, you can tell there's eye makeup. But because they put a visor, a tinted visor, probably CGI too, on the young lady on the left, you can't tell. It doesn't do anything for her.
Yeah, it's a good call.
And having a hooded eye or having a slightly lowered eyelid can be very attractive. But with this, if they were going to, with her facial expression, they should have just tinted it all the way dark. That way, it gives this really cool effect. Instead,
that would have been awesome.
Or not have it at all.
Just go bold. She's already got an afro. Take her to the nines and make her look fucking awesome. But no, they couldn't do that. I know nothing about
bad afro wig on her, right? And that's it.
The problem I have is with everything that has just been explained to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of problems, and they kind of, in a way, go hand in hand. And I'm not saying this to scream that there's misogyny. I'm just saying this has always been a problem. And part of it is because people who have the determining factor, which is to say the money, don't want to address this. Especially in visual mediums that are live or recorded, there's this need to shy away from elderly or older women. We can't make her look too old, but we can have a grizzled man who looks definitely in his 50s. For some reason, they don't see that there's any value in that. With a character like Madam Web, if we are going to 100% believe, which I'm just putting this out there, I do believe you, Hero. I'm just saying, in theory, if someone wants to make an argument, we're going to say that Madam Web from canon is essentially like Dr. Kane from Mega Man X, like barely holding on, but really fucking powerful, trapped in his own body. If that's Madam Web.
Yeah.
Hey, Winry.
Hello, Winrys.
What's up, Winry?
If you're going to have a character like that,
hideout.
You give them as little background as possible. You fucking hide that shit. You give them every excuse to shut down any questioning.
Oh yeah.
Make them as mysterious as possible. Make them. There's a difference between being stoic and being expressionless. And then there's also resting bitch face, which can kind of go between the two.
I've seen resting bitch face be alluring. I've seen it done.
Okay, not alluring.
I've seen it done.
I should have done still shots of me on the show.
But really, it's just they're basically going for a recent rendition of Madam Web. But the fact is, and this is a fact, Madam Web is not a well-known character even amongst Spider-Man fans that are always reading his comics.
I disagree with that. I think everyone knows Madam Web.
I disagree with you. I didn't know who Madam Web was until this movie came out.
Only from Hero. Yeah.
It's one of those.
I might be the exception.
No,
Mariner.
I didn't know.
I might be the exception.
But she is not anywhere near as well known as freaking, let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna pick a random name. Killmonger.
Who's that?
I don't know
who Killmonger is either.
He's a dick. Yeah. He's especially tied to Black Panther.
Right.
But
from the first movie, yeah.
But fucking douchebag. Like
worse than me.
Douche.
I guess maybe you have to have gone back to the 90s, been a fan since the 90s in the animated series.
If you've seen the Spider-Man animated series, yes, you would know who Madame Web was because she was
Okay.
a very, very central
Very
figure
prominent.
towards the middle and end of the series. But the thing is outside of comic fans and people that watched the 90s cartoons, nobody knew who she was.
Nobody knows.
And then I'm sorry that you've been exposed to so much advertising of Madame Web, but the marketing campaign for it was damn near nil. They released all of 2 trailers and they didn't start dropping trailers until like 2 weeks before. And the theatrical trailer didn't actually drop until like the day before, maybe 2 days before. And then on top of that, like
The review embargo
yeah,
didn't. Yeah, it was.
that.
They released it the day before. Released all those reviews the day before.
Yeah, the review embargo wasn't lifted until the day before the movie premiered, which we've probably, most of us at this point, since we've been doing this podcast for a while, and we've seen review embargoes and how they use them, it means that whoever produced the product has zero confidence in its capabilities to
Oh yeah.
What? No.
Soda?
Who? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, like no dick comments at this point, but
God damn it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, this is another example of let's sexualize something and try to sell it, and it's going to fail again. And yeah, it goes with what we've had. I mean, we've said this for what we've been doing, what, 2-3 years?
10 years.
It's all about the story. So,
yep, it's about the story.
I mean, I will probably watch it if it comes out on, I don't know what the hell it would come out on, but I'm not paying. Of course, I don't
Disney
pay.
Plus probably.
Disney,
it won't
yeah.
come out on Disney Plus because it's Sony.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe Paramount.
Purple.
Ah, fucking. I wish they'd all
If you
just combine
subscribe, if
together.
you subscribe to a free service, wait for it to hit that free service. Do
Oh, yeah.
not go. Do not spend money to see this movie.
Yeah,
I won't.
I've heard enough of the
Gotta leave the
synopsis
house.
from a couple of guys that I follow, and the general feeling that I'm getting from most people, even people that would be considered studio shills, is
They could have went like Emma Stone, Sandra Bullock. I would have went more.
Emma Stone's already been in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, but dumbass killed, like, let her die. Like, that's why I'll never forgive Spider-Man. Like, he let Emma die. Who does that?
Yeah.
Fucking
Asshole.
dickhead. Hate you, Spider-Man.
Well, I like Mary J better anyway.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Emma.
Kirsten Dunst, I liked her and no one else did. And I remember I was in class when we were talking about visual effects. It's like, see, they did this shot in the rain, and that's all fake. And I go, Mr. Featherstone, that's not true. He's like, why? It's like, because that was actually done in New York in 45-degree weather. Because Tobey Maguire, there was an interview I saw 2 weeks ago, and he's like, he sat there like he was so fucking pissed.
Called him out.
But yeah, because they said they use like rain machines and stuff like that, which they do. But in that scene, they didn't. And then I found out later it was somewhere else on a soundstage, so I don't know what's true or not because who was lying and who wasn't now.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, now I'm an asshole for being wrong.
Dick.
But you know, everyone jumps on me for being wrong anyway. So
You like it.
so
that's my take on it. We'll see.
oh, okay. 1 star, half a star.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going with the porn awards. But
Oh my god!
half an erection.
Wow, a half a bar on the 3 bars.
I shouldn't have laughed at that, but I did.
How dare you?
Yeah,
How
man.
dare you have emotion? How dare you?
Stop it.
Stop it.
Not allowed to laugh.
Not allowed. Stop having fun.
I don't
Lagging
know,
out.
Oni, I don't know if you meant to send that to me in a direct message, but I think you're 100% correct in what you say there. That you think a known actress would have helped if the script was anywhere near competent.
Oh yeah.
There's at least 3 known actresses in there.
Why don't you say
That should
out
tell you
loud?
something.
Right.
My section was done.
What's
So
that?
you can jump in. Everyone jumps in.
Well,
You're okay. You're good.
It's keeping the conversation organic and flowing. So
Yeah.
don't think that you're wrong for doing that.
No.
ever.
No. You're all good.
Just say soda. Shut the fuck up.
I got something to
Thumbs
say.
up.
Shut the fuck up, Soda.
See, I can be quiet.
No, no. That's the problem. You need to talk more.
Oh,
She's right. You need to talk more.
Assert your thoughts.
you forget who's on the left side of me or right side, depending on how you look.
Oh my god.
Of course, because I'm always talking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
No, we all love each other. We fuck with each other, but we love.
Oh yeah. I tend to not to hold a grudge on things. I like, as soon as I say it, then it's gone into the ether.
I think
It's just easier to live life like that.
I'm gonna cut in, guys. Hey, check it out. We are Lagging Out Live. We are on Rumble. We are on Kick. We are on YouTube, and we are on Twitch. Come join us and talk to us, people.
Come and talk to us. Don't be afraid. We're smarter than we portray ourselves on the live. Because we've actually had people like, I don't want to come on your show because you guys are too smart. I go, do you understand that Soda and I just do dick jokes for 3 hours and the two smartest people are military veterans? Those are the smartest guys on the show. We're just the two guys doing dick jokes for 3 hours.
Shout out to the lurkers. We see you. We know you're there. We appreciate your presence.
Thank you for the stalkers. We appreciate. I mean, lurkers. Thank you so much. And thank you to the people out on Rumble. Make sure you say hi in the chat. We will address you if you have a question, comment, or concern. So we monitor all. Was it 4?
Yeah, it's 4 now.
Yeah. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, like you said, and I'm missing one. Kick.
And apologies if you hear my cat. She does not know how to shut up while I'm on the stream.
Mariner Kitty. So
I think she heard you.
She did?
Yeah, she went meow as soon as you said that.
Some cats like me, some cats just absolutely hate me. So
cats are as unique in their personality as their people. Seriously. I've got one cat that won't leave me alone. He absolutely adores me. He'll walk in front of me and then flop over on his back to get belly rubs just to get attention from me. The other cat, she's a kitten, and she is absolutely terrified of every human she comes across.
Yeah, my brother had one like that.
Might have something to do with the fact that she almost got ran over at 2 weeks old.
Oh,
and the person that almost ran her over
trauma.
decided to adopt her. That being my wife.
Okay, so this week's trivia is brought to you by nobody because we don't have sponsors for our trivia question. So G Fuel or Nike or Asics or not Nike but Asics or New Balance or Gatorade or Powerade or something. If they want to sponsor us, lagginout@gmail.com, sponsorship opportunities. That's lagginout@gmail.com. Trivia: when firing the Crucible in Mass Effect 3, what color leads to the control ending? A, blue, B, green, or C, red?
Purple.
What's Mass Effect 3 again? Just kidding. I did that in Aerith 83. Was like, are you? I did that when we did that with Roblox. She's like, are you, on TikTok? She's like, are you serious? You don't know what Roblox are? I go, what are you talking about? What are Roblox? Is that like a Lego game or something?
I told her to tell her it's a game that you run around, shoot people in costumes.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that could be GTA. That could be any game, really, with mods.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, only when I saw Crucible, I got excited and thought it was Destiny 2. I'm like,
I almost thought Destiny 2 for a second too.
And I'm like, oh, Crucible. And I'm like, oh, pretty colors. I love this. Oh, it's Mass Effect. That's the scary game. I don't play scary games.
It's not scary.
I freaking wet the bed with those games. It's just horrible.
Mass Effect is just a RPG.
I'm voting for B in the poll. Guess why?
I feel like the answer chosen for this one might actually be wrong, but
I guess Mojo will tell us.
It's
Yeah,
been
Mo-
more
Mojo-
than
Mojo
10
is
years
like a
since I
genius.
played this game.
That's sweet. Yeah, he's
And
thinking of the
I
wrong
want to
game.
give a shout out to one of our viewers. It's a Hero's friend from Poland. What's her name?
Kilo.
Kilo, thank you so much for that suggestion with Streamlabs going into studio mode. I used it on the live, and I just want to thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Yay!
I like learning new things. Contrary to
Yeah.
look how glowy that stormtrooper is tonight. It looks like the
Wow.
crystal skull or something. It's real. I haven't even changed my camera in a week, and it's all glowy. It's weird. Anyways,
Oh.
so soda six pack.
Soda
A six pack.
Oh Lord!
There's no motion graphic for this because Chieftain's lazy.
Actually, I've got a couple we can work on.
Okay, so it's the first one of the year, I think, too, right, Soda?
No,
I think it's the
that
first
it seems
one.
like I've had one like every week.
Oh, really?
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent this
Yeah.
year.
Because
Consistently good with our segments.
All right, I wish I could have done the slide where I was shooting some EVs, but not Pokemon is going broke. What? Not Pokemon?
Not Poke. Yeah, that's what she wrote. Not Pokemon instead of PALWORLD. I have another slide in there.
No, it's cool. So we've been talking about PALWORLD for a while. A lot of people have been playing the shit out of it. So as with most new games, we see the decline in numbers. Well, rumor has it PALWORLD's going to go broke keeping the game up. I found no evidence
Rumor
of that.
has it.
They are paying $500,000 a month for servers. I did find that out. But
Wow.
they also have sold, I'm guessing, between 60 million copies right now. Around
Yeah,
there.
that sounds
Really?
about right.
Because I know there's over 20 million on both Xbox and PC. So yeah, there's zero evidence. The company is Japan or China?
They're a
They-
Japanese company.
Japanese. Okay, so he tweeted in Japanese that they didn't cut corners on the servers, which is awesome, and the servers will be up basically as long as the company is up. So nobody have to worry about PALWORLD going anywhere. It's going to be fine. It's made plenty of money. They're working on some updates, expansions. The guys that made it are actually really cool. They're like, yeah, we assume this would happen. People go play the games they want to play, come back, and we put something new in, and that's just how games work. So, but yeah, as far as them losing money, no, they are not losing any money that I can find of, other than they spent a shitload on their servers, $6 million a year US. So, but that's literally all I could find. So whoever. People tired a lot of shit on the internet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ezreal has like a bunch of stuff there. He said the creator put out a tweet.
Yeah,
that
he put
in
out a
early
tweet.
access, and there's going to be a low times. Like you already mentioned that.
Yeah, they've worked out like all the servers. They're actually a really chill bunch of guys. It seems like if we made a video game now, this is how we would be. Other than probably Hero yelling and Chieftain yell server to go down, call you at 2:00 in the morning. Fucking servers are down, dick. Get to the studio.
No.
Oh, the reason why this came up is because I saw a couple of the news people that follow gaming news had mentioned it, and come to find out that the reason why the rumor was even a thing was because of something specific that one of the lead developers, CEOs, or something said from Pocket Pair, which is
Yeah, I think he was joking. He said we're gonna go
And-
broke at this rate, is what he said, basically.
yeah, that's what he said, and that's why people were like, "Oh God, they're gonna go broke." And then they explained the cost that they, because they actually found the information on the cost of upkeeping the servers.
Yeah.
And that's where that rumor came from. Now, I agree with you in that, they've sold so many copies of the game. Now at like what is it, like $20, $40?
$40. So
yeah.
I think it's on the
$40
Xbox
per copy.
Pass.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're not hurting, and if they do what they said and put out new content and get people Because not only you're going to bring back your original people, you're going to get new people. And right now, I think a lot of other companies are jealous on it. Like, what did we think of this? Like, this game's like blowing people away. Yeah, I mean, most new games, we play them for a couple weeks. We do all we need to do, and then we move on. That's just how it works. So I don't think it was ever meant to keep you super busy for, a long time, unless you like.
So Ezreal sent us the tweet if you would like me to read it.
Yeah, go for it, sir.
Sure.
Okay, so this is from @Bucky. Hang on, zoom in. @Bucky_CM, Bucky, PALWORLD, and Craftopia. With PALWORLD quickly approaching the 1 month mark, it's interesting to look back at my own thoughts for launch. In May of 2023, I was convinced that PALWORLD could break the 50,000 player mark. Anything above that seemed unobtainable, though, and I certainly never expected it to reach into the millions. This goes on for a while, so stop me if you want me to stop me. It has taken years to get to this point, and PALWORLD only really begins from here. Everyone is working hard to fix the issues and prepare new content and pals. Some of you may have had your fun over the last 3 weeks and found yourself putting the game down. That is fine.
Mhm.
This emerging PALWORLD has lost X% of its player base. Discourse is lazy, but it's probably also a good time to step in and reassure those of you capable of reading past a headline that it is fine to take breaks from games.
I read that up, yeah.
Okay, that's
You
enough. No,
don't-
just kidding. Go ahead. I'm just joking.
You don't need to you don't need to feel bad about that. PALWORLD, like many games before, isn't in the position to pump out massive amounts of new content on a weekly basis.
He said pump.
New content will
He
come,
laughs at
and
the
it's
same time I say.
Pump
new
and dump it.
content will come. Made me lose my place.
Sorry.
Yeah, new content will come, and it's going to be awesome. But these things take a little bit of time. There are so many amazing games out there to play. You don't need to feel guilty about hopping from game to game. If you are still playing PALWORLD, we love you. If you're no longer playing PALWORLD, we still
Go
love
fuck
you.
yourself.
And we hope you'll come back for round 2 when you're ready. Play lots of games, try different games, and frequently flick through indie libraries to find
Yeah.
hidden gems. I had to
love
reread that
this.
to make sure that it was actually I was going to pronounce it right, because that could have gone wrong.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, another
That's
thing
the
was,
attitude to have. That's the
I think
attitude
that
to
is
have.
a wonderful
Holy
crafted
shit.
tweet.
but they went from 2.2 million to 750,000. That's still a lot of fucking people playing the
That's a
game.
lot, yeah.
Hold up.
So,
Hold up. Something that I noticed. I want to call this out. It's important to actually call this out.
Okay.
He said, not only did he say, if you put PALWORLD down, we still love you, but he also said, it's okay. Try other games.
right, indie games too.
I was just gonna
These
say that.
guys are fucking gamers. These
Right.
guys are gamers making games. These are the people that are going to listen to us when we make suggestions or when we say, don't go down that path. You will lose all your fans if you go down that path. Oh, I'm just going to go down this path. Fucking idiot. There's a pitfall over there.
I love that because it reminds me of Miracle on 34th Street when Macy's like, oh, we don't have the highest price for this, but we know Gimbals can give you a better price there, and you can actually check them out there. Like that's what they're kind of doing. That whole model of like positive games, like
Yep.
you're gonna like our stuff, but we understand you guys want to play other games. Like you said, they're gamers.
Exactly.
You hear these podcasts for gamers by gamers, and I can't fucking stand that term. I think a lot of these podcasts that we like use the term, but I like the podcast, but I hate the term. That makes sense.
Mhm.
These guys are actually walking that talk, and like you said it so perfectly, Hero. I would now like not playing the game because of that positive. It's free marketing, and it's positive marketing, and like they're like, oh, this studio understands the gamer. I'm gonna go give them another shot, and then boom, they have more people. So it's like you attract more with honey than vinegar, as they would say, right, Oni?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a nod. Yes. Are you just reading the chat?
I've
Okay,
said enough. Anybody
yeah.
else got input?
Soda.
I'm just like you guys. I mean, awesome to hear that, especially when they're pointing, go to indie companies because they know. Like,
Right.
I mean,
It's the overhead is
sad to
higher.
say, but Skull and Bone came out and it's getting ripped because the guy came out and said it was a quadruple
A
A
game.
title,
Wow.
and they compared it from the old Assassin's Creed to what it is now, and the actual old version was 10 times better. Like, just looking, it was better running, it just was cooler. So, you know.
Speaking of indie games, I gotta tell something to Oni really quick here. I applied to Hasbro, and they're working with a game that you talk about all the time, Wizards of the Coast. I applied for a senior lighting artist position for that.
Okay.
So they're doing something with the creators of Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro.
MMO.
Just so you. That's not even public yet. So when you come on our podcast, when you come on our podcast, you'll get things where like I can actually deep dive on this stuff. I won't deep dive game on it, but that's Mariner's thing. But I just wanted to let you know that I kind of laughed at myself. I gotta let Oni know this on the live tonight.
I gotta
Yeah.
say,
It's not that I.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm waiting for your reaction.
It's not that I don't hope that you get the job.
Right.
It's that their numbers are looking abysmal.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be very, very cautious.
It's Hasbro that's doing it, and they're in conjunction with them. So
Like,
Hasbro
That
run.
whole company is bleeding money.
Okay, that makes sense.
It-
Thank you for the clarification.
Over $1 billion in losses.
Jesus.
Sounds like a lot of companies that we talk about.
Billion. They were covering in articles that Wizards of the Coast made a lot of money. But
Mhm.
as a whole, Hasbro has been hemorrhaging funds like it's going out of style.
Really?
And as the culture is going, Hasbro is going out of style. These did not make any of the topic lists for a lot of reasons. But I would just
Be
exercise
cautious.
a lot of caution and watch your fucking back, because I trust Hasbro less than I trust the government at this point.
Okay.
Because at least
Wow.
with the government, I trust that they're going to stab me in the back, and I trust that they're going to do everything to screw me over. With Hasbro, they're fucking
Okay.
lost.
That makes sense, only because you know what the price range for the job position I'm in? $86,000 to $136,000. That's the price range for my position. And I'm like, now it makes me think, are they doing that? Because that's 136 is very high for my position. Like 110, 115 is probably the cap out for senior lights. That seems very high, and that makes more sense to me. What you articulated so well is that, they know about this and they know people are not going to come, so we're going to offer a higher rate to get people there. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like viable thought process?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
They're trying to use as much honey as possible
okay.
to lure anybody. But the problem is that, to be honest, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. Obviously, I don't know their numbers.
No. Right.
I don't even know if they'd be able to afford some of these positions they're hiring for, because,
Wow.
I mean, you have to remember how many layoffs they did just in the Dungeons and Dragons section alone.
Oh, yeah.
And since it's owned by Wizards of the Coast, where's that bloat going?
Chief's pocket.
Right.
I mean, again, I do wish you luck, and I do hope it brings something.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want you to be very careful, because
Yeah.
it would not surprise me if we heard that Hasbro, if it didn't start sectioning pieces off to try to conserve the body, it filed for bankruptcy soon. I would not be surprised if they were hiding it that badly.
Wow.
Well,
I know you care about me and worry about with that stuff, so I appreciate that.
I don't want to discount anybody's concern. I really don't. And by all means, be concerned. But as far as Hasbro goes, you're talking about something monumental on the same level of Disney. And do you think Disney's going to bleed out and declare bankruptcy in a year or two just because they have $1 billion in losses in movies?
Their fourth quarter was a recovery. They're almost back
How-
to pre-COVID.
But how many smaller companies do they own compared to
It's
Hasbro?
113. Right. Right.
How
I don't
many
know
other
that.
ventures do they have that Hasbro doesn't have?
Don't they own
I know
Pornhub?
Hasbro doesn't have near as much as
Not that type
Disney,
of toy, soda.
but I do know that they do have several child companies under them. I just don't remember which
Oh,
ones.
definitely.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Disney has other things to help try to keep it afloat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasbro does not have that type of reach. And a lot of the bridges that they did have, they burned very, very badly.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not look to me for financial advice unless you want to figure out how to save money like a psychopath, which is also called just don't buy a lot of shit, which
Oh great.
I can't say is exactly the healthiest thing, but I mean that's
But saving your money for a flamethrower is for home defense, so you can write that off.
Yeah.
I've got several tools for home defense.
We're not talking about you.
The IRS doesn't like giving me write-offs at all.
No, what you could do is like when they start confiscating your pew-pews, you can say, oh, I lost them all in a boating accident except for this one. You can do.
Get to that.
Oh god, he just shows it on cam. There we go. Get it. Rumble's like hell yeah. YouTube's like hell no.
And Kick is like, what?
It's an airsoft gun anyway.
If you did that on TikTok, they would ban you for a week.
Really? Because
Yes.
I've seen all kinds of streamers showing their shit off. Like,
Yeah,
oh, Moist Critical just pulled his shit off right on.
If you're a
said,
particular, if
you
if you're,
sound like an idiot. This is not a clip. This is a magazine.
you can't say death. You can't say stupid. You can't say gun. You can't say death. You have to say pew pew, unalive, and you can't say Nazi. You have to say Schnazi or Abraham Linkler or something like that. or
Mr.
Evil
Hankety
Mustache
Clankety,
Man.
I've heard.
What's that?
I've heard Mr. Hankety Clankety.
Mr. Hank, like evil mustache man, like that's what you have to say. Otherwise, like I told Soda has actually listened to me on a live because I ran my mixer through my phone and he heard the conversations.
I do.
And he's like, it's like, what the fuck is this pew pew? Everyone's talking like they're 8 years old. It's like,
Yeah, it's sad. Fucking America right now.
Yeah, but our Netflix sweepstakes is still going on. You can join free by just hitting that follow button on Rumble. If you let us know on Rumble, just message us and Hero will just write down the name for us and we'll try to get back to you as soon as you can with your email. That'd be great. Lagginout@gmail.com. You can just screen grab it if you're on Rumble. But if you want extra tickets, you can do a Twitch follow is one for free, of course. A Twitch sub is 5 tickets. That's tier 1 or any tier, pretty much. You get 5 tickets. Limit is you can't get like 50, but I guess you could. But 500 Twitch bits equals 7 tickets. On YouTube, you guys have a shot as well. So thank you to our YouTuber family there as well. The tier 1 membership, you click the join button. That's how you hit the tier 1 membership. You click join. And there are 3 tiers. The first tier is 2 tickets. The second tier is 5. The third tier is 10. And super chat, if you donate $1, that's 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets. So if you do like $1,000, it's 1,000 tickets.
Do it
And you
now.
automatically win, I think. But
Oh yeah, probably.
yeah, but super chat is like $1 per. But no Laggin Out staff volunteers or staff are eligible. Lower
That's
48
directed at me
states
because I won it
apply.
last year.
What's that? You're the winner last year. Yeah, it's basically just a card with a number on it, and then you can add it to a Netflix account, and then you can upgrade it to a different tier levels. But it's a base membership for a year, and yeah. So join us on our sweepstakes. Yeah. How was that from 1 to 10? Was that
Still
okay?
running the
Shout out.
500 bit for shot for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Always
running-
24/7. 24/7 we're running.
Not
it.
tonight. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Not tonight.
we'll do it
I'm not
tonight.
going to go. I don't have it with me. I'm not going to get up and get it tonight.
Just call your roommate.
I don't want to promote drinking to like an extent of just
Minors? We have no minors.
yeah. Back.
Fucking.
He's back.
I quit. I'm getting sexually harassed by a historian.
Oh my god. What
Never.
the fuck?
Unlike some people, he knows what the word no is.
No, he
Right.
does not.
No, biting is a little different, okay? That's just
Bite-
getting the nibbles.
Biden is different.
Oh
Or
Lord.
biting. Okay.
Biting.
At least,
Why?
at least
Tony.
he wasn't the one who got rejected by Astarian last night on.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
see, here's the funny thing.
Ooh,
Yeah,
burn.
you gotta
Oh,
know
I-
a way to Rogue's heart.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I got rejected by everybody, so but I don't know this
Oh.
because he went first and then he did the Yeah.
I think it's technically because it's my game on my computer. If you were the host, you'd probably be the one that Karlak is hitting on.
It's still funny. Like
Yeah.
all the
just
guys
gotta-
all the guys were hitting on him. And
I
She's
just gotta
cute
say,
though. That one lady that like I was watching last night. I don't know who that
Shadowheart.
was. She's
probably
pretty.
she didn't want nothing to do with Mariner.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, come back
Ooh.
later.
Unlike real life, because we all know Mariner's a ladies' man. So
Are you
like,
were you too much of a goody two shoes for her?
Probably.
I
Of
think
course,
it was
got-
mainly because I didn't want to listen to her
Oh.
talk up pedal on about her religion.
That's fair. Yep.
So the thing is, Oni, when Soda played the game first, he told me about how it went, and I just laughed at him because how do you fail a CR of 10?
oh, I can do it. Yeah.
How do you fail a CR?
Twice. I did it,
10?
failed twice, and then the next game I started, I failed twice again.
How did
That's
you
impressive.
fail that hard?
It was very.
Did you roll a 1?
Probably.
Critical failure. Not
You-
only did
have you
miss your
seen-
attack, you hit your neighbor.
How have you seen how often he and I have been failing our rolls in this game?
Right.
I
yeah,
have
'cause-
heard from some people that they feel like it's a bit rigged.
The
yeah, I
dice
think
are
so.
bad.
Sometimes, yes.
I don't know. There's some good. I've had some good consecutively good rolls, and I've had some consecutively bad rolls. There is a setting in the game.
I was gonna suggest that
There,
maybe
I think it's on right now. It's
And it still failed.
it's meant to protect you from consistently doing well or bad. I don't know if it's working because so far we've been consistently doing bad.
I did
maybe you
okay
gotta
last
play longer
night.
than 2 hours.
I think I only failed one last night. So
Yes, Mojo, it's the karmic dice. I think I have it on.
I haven't gotten
Oh.
thrown in jail in 2 weeks. So we're doing
Wow.
good there. Yeah.
The Fail Brothers. I love it, Gazoo.
He's always
Oh,
talking
man.
shit.
It doesn't work according to
Baxter's got a new
Mojo.
drawing.
Yeah.
The Failure Brothers. You just do them like an 8K, just like this.
I don't know. I mean, leaving it on seems quite entertaining. So
so. Basically, the
it's
suffering
fun.
is worth it. You're
the suffering is worth it.
I do
The
enjoy that
streams
though.
are so good.
I do
You guys-
enjoy failing.
Oh yeah. It's fucking revenge for you, you asshole. Like you making fun of me. Oh, you went 2 and 17 in shipment. You fucking suck, Chieftain. I'm like, bad roll.
Well, you
Soda,
can't roll a
fucking
goddamn
suck.
dice,
How's it-
Soda.
you
Good
can't.
job.
it
Rolling a
feel?
die is not a skill. Okay, you can get skill modifiers, but that's a little different.
Well,
You can
I
you
don't
can
ha-
throw you can roll your dice with the flare, but it's not going to change anything.
No.
I don't have a skill in Call of Duty, so it's might as well like rolling dice for me. Roll F to get fucked up. Ah, shit.
Your challenge rating is 2, so it's like, oh shit.
Roll
It's
a
okay. There are
negative
creatures
number.
in the monster manual that are CR 1/4.
Are they?
How
They're
do you-
fractions?
Well,
Yes,
Okay.
they're very small creatures usually. and it also, again, you have to remember which version of the Monster Manual, what edition, how big is your group? Because the challenge rating changes depending on how many people are in your team. So for example, if something is, let's say, a challenge rating 9, that in 5th edition is very different than 3.5. Because on average, when I'm looking through like the wikis and they have the CR ratings, you toggle from 3 to 5 and it drops, but all the averages in 5 were dropped. So like, but there could have been several reasons. So for example, it could be like, oh my gosh, there's like there's a horse-like dragon kind of creature. You can run around and fly on it. It's pretty,
Jack
pretty.
Horseman.
The problem is, in 3rd edition, I think it was like challenge rating 9, and then it dropped to 7 in 5th. I don't even know if they had it in 4th. But then there are creatures that they just fucking dropped by a lot. Not even just a little, a lot, by eliminating sizes. I mean, dragons, they eliminated an entire size category. And they basically like have some of these challenge ratings. They dropped numbers so much to try to balance it with 5e. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, you know, they're trying the best they can. Okay, some people are like, oh my gosh, it's not a real D&D experience. No shit, it's a video game. That's the fucking point.
Exactly.
And given what I'm seeing, it's doing really well at that. And unfortunately, that means sometimes the dice being really mean to you.
I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to the video games that are, you know, based off of D&D, honestly, I have not been disappointed in any of them. It feels, in my opinion, at least Baldur's Gate 3, it feels very much like an actual tabletop with the way it plays. Now, Neverwinter Nights and the previous Baldur's Gate games, they don't feel to me as authentic of a tabletop experience as Baldur's Gate 3 does. But it still involved a lot of the character building, a lot of the character sheets, a lot of all of the concepts that are rolled up in Dungeons and Dragons. So I feel like the D&D games as a whole have really still felt like authentic tabletop games.
Did you just put Bueller in there from Beam and Bandit's stream in the chat, Soda?
Yeah.
That's her cat, Bueller.
Oh, law.
Anyways, I was also realizing that I was misusing a term, challenge rating, unless it means something different now. Challenge rating was like basically in 3.5, the cumulative level of the party that you are suggested to be at when you fight a monster. So if you have a challenge rating of 10, you would add up all of your party members' levels, and if you are at a 10, you are expected to be at a level to be able to take the monster. Which is why you ran across challenge ratings of like 50 or 100 and in later games. I was thinking of
Logan.
Roll challenge.
We're always gonna be inside me.
Jeez, he took the joke that I anyways, so yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't see the Super Bowl, the trailer played for Deadpool and Wolverine, and there was a crap ton of Easter eggs in it, and it seemed like everyone was very excited about this.
Oh yeah.
So
voice is cracking.
Logan, my voice is cracking because you're so hot.
I didn't know Joker was in this film.
The only Marvel character that's been the same character for 25 years is Hugh Jackman.
Right.
Because the son of a bitch is in great shape. So all they had to do is throw some dye in his beard and he's good to go. So, but my reaction to it was, I'm gonna love this. This is, I knew I was gonna like it, but I thought it was gonna be called Deadpool 3, but apparently it's not. They didn't reveal a lot of the story. It was just a lot of sizzle in there, cool scenes and that sort of thing. You kind of see a little bit of the suit, but as we know, the suit was already leaked. The look of the Wolverine suit, it's an alternate multiverse thing in there. They take a lot of shots at Fox.
And Disney.
And they take a lot of shots at, like, Deadpool takes a lot of shots at Disney, and that part is worth it to me. And like, it's funny because it looks like they gave Ryan Reynolds carte blanche on dialogue. Well, he probably wasn't going to do it. So, and there's such a great demand for this movie because people, either if you casually like Deadpool or you just absolutely infatuated with him, I think it's going to blow up because people love Wolverine and people love Deadpool, and this is a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they put a product placement in there for Aviation Gin, which is Ryan Reynolds' product line, and then I think Hugh Jackman has an alcohol line too.
That's
So I
funny.
think that would be really funny if they put that in there as well. Just a suggestion, guys. And Ryan Reynolds, this is an appeal to you. Please come on our show. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, please come on our show. Please come on our show. I'm going to be doing this every week and tagging you on Twitter until you guys come on the show. Please come on our show. We'd love to talk to you, and we like you. And soda is hugely gay for you, Ryan Reynolds.
True.
That's not.
Is anybody surprised at this?
Yeah.
No.
He's only gay on the weekends, just so you know.
So Fridays is good.
So reactions to this, if anyone, reactions to the trailer that you've seen kind of casually, or reactions to Wolverine and Deadpool as a movie itself. So we'll just go around the room here. Whoever wants to go
Mariner.
first. All right, go ahead, Mariner.
So I'm going to be the Debbie Downer on this particular topic. I don't think it's going to do as well as people are hoping for.
Kick him off the show. just.
I also don't believe that.
Dumbass.
I also don't believe that it's going to do, like, there are a couple of reasons why I don't think it's going to do as well. One is it's might be coming too late. It's also, you have to do homework in order to watch this movie, because if you haven't seen Logan season 2, you're not going to get half of what's going on. Yeah.
Didn't know Logan was a
Loki. If you haven't watched Loki on Disney Plus, you probably won't get some of this. Like the people, I don't know didn't know who the people were at the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the trailer or teaser. Someone had to explain it to me. And I've never seen Loki, so I didn't know.
What?
So I don't think it's, as a film, it'll probably do great. As a Marvel spin-off film, there's a lot of people banking on it doing better than I think it will.
Do you think it will do better than most of the Marvel movies as of recent?
Most recent, yeah, it'll definitely do better than the Marvels. It'll probably do better. It'll definitely do better than Madam Web.
No.
It might do as well as Guardians, maybe a little bit better considering who they're bringing in, but it's not going to have an impact on the overall MCU.
He dropped it. Oh, he dropped the mic. Soda.
Well, you know me, I love Deadpool, so I have also watched Loki, but still I was a bit confused. I had to put it together with the part he was talking about, but I don't think I was going to worry because this is an alternate dimension, if I'm not correct.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, any movie that starts off where we're going to peg Disney like they never been pegged before, gonna be a good movie. Same. He's like, I'm used to getting pegged, but Disney isn't. Wink, wink. So just that right there is like, hell yeah, gotta watch this. So
there was a 20th Century Fox logo in the back of the a back kind of like what they did with Planet of the Apes kind of thing,
Oh,
like what they
God.
did with the Statue of Liberty, except it's like set to the side and like halfway in the ground, and he just does this look like this.
He does so just in the trailer. There's like so much shit. Like they ain't gonna know what to do with Deadpool. Yeah, kind of shit. Like,
Yeah, there's like
uh,
2 stuntmen for both those actors too. So
I mean, I don't know what to put a price on it, but I don't really care because
Hmm.
I think it'll be just fine as far as money. I think people been waiting on this. I don't know if it's too late, but I don't think so. I mean, I'd rather it come out, be good, than them rush it out like our lovely video games we talk about.
That's
every
the
fucking
thing,
week.
though. Is didn't they just finish filming this like a month ago or like 2 months ago? And they're supposed to have it out in what, summer sometime?
I
yeah,
believe.
how many
It's gonna
shots do you
feel
think
rushed.
they have?
Well,
Yeah, we'll
I
see
just-
if it's rushed or not. But I think the comedy good comedy will kind of,
If they wrapped
overtake
it,
that.
if they wrapped it like last week, Soda, and it comes out as a summer blockbuster, you can't assume more than 500 visual effect shots. With that,
Yeah, true.
and I don't know who's doing the post work, but it's not rushed if you have everything all set up like that. Remember, they froze during COVID, so they kind of have everybody in place now. So it's a tight schedule, but I've worked on tighter, giggity. But
Whoa,
it's
So July
I
20
can understand your concern,
July
Mariner.
20.
It might be right if it's done in May, then like you have a case. But if it's a
supposed
June,
to be out
July,
in July, end of July.
if it's end of July, that's ample time, because they just hit what they're already editing now, right? So they already hit a trailer, and keep in mind some of the shots in the trailer will not be in the movie. It's just the way it is. But some of them will be, and they'll go back and correct. So what is it? February now. So March, April, May, June, end of July. 6 months almost. Yeah, they can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only been 3 weeks. Filming this is Variety reporting. Dead 3 Pool wraps filming after strike delay, dated January 24th. So it's
Yeah,
only been a
they
few
should-
weeks.
That should be ample time. I don't foresee them having any more than 800 visual effects shots.
And
I'd say 500 because that's usually the amount in a movie. The one I worked on had 835, but we had 30 artists working on it for my section alone. So, and then you
Wow.
have, remember, India, and then you have the boutique. I'm sorry if I'm boring anybody with this, but you have boutique animation studios. So not just one company's doing it. Some companies will have those shots, and Sony also has, if they're doing it, the Albuquerque studio, the LA studio, and then you probably have 3 or 4 boutiques that will finish the shot. So they have ample time to do it.
and
Okay.
if they fuck up one,
So
they'll probably just like,
if
hey, Brian, make a funny joke for this fuck up with you.
Yeah, but if something hits the fan, it doesn't give them a lot of time, Mariner. So I can see your concern there. So it's your comment is very warranted, and it's a legitimate concern. I don't want to just totally dismantle it because it's a legitimate concern.
Yeah. I
No,
agree.
you're the one who has the experience in this. So how does
I totally respect your opinion, though.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know that.
It's cool. I didn't have any idea. I was
Yeah.
just that's what I heard, that it sounded like it was going to be rushed to
I
completion,
personally would
but-
like to have 9 months on those shots. That's just me. That way I can do
But-
a final polish.
I also think some of the
Polish.
jokes that Soda pointed out are probably formula. They're probably there because people are going to expect them to be there. I don't know if they're going to be like genuine digs. It's not going to be Panderverse level digs against Disney. I think it's going to be softball. It's
Did
going to
they
be
put
the
out a
ones that
rating?
people expect.
They put out a rating yet? Is it
I thought
R
it
or
was supposed to be
PG-13?
PG-13. Let me
Well,
look.
that's gonna suck. Dude.
Oh.
I thought it was
It's gonna be R.
Yeah,
Hang on, I'm
thinking
looking. I'm
guessing
looking.
R, right, Hero?
Yeah, it
The last
was a big deal
PG-13.
last time they did that.
Yeah, it was horrible.
They ended up
PG-13 Deadpool.
re-releasing a PG-13 version of it for
It was trash.
I don't think they put it out yet.
I couldn't even get by the first like 20 minutes of that movie.
Is this a
I don't
video?
think they've actually said yet.
Anyways, Oni.
Oh,
let's-
it is.
okay.
It is our rating.
Yeah, so it'd be fine.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Go ahead, Oni. I will play it after you are done. Or you want me to play it before?
Sorry. No, you can do it.
All right, I'll play it in that way. You can guys. Sure. That's the illusion. Thank you. Thanks, the illusion. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. That was very well done.
Oh,
And
yeah.
very much like the exchanges that Spidey and Deadpool have had in the past.
Yeah, it's like they would have one-liners the whole time, and then like the bad guy would get away. I think this is the real teaser.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
We'll get flagged for this too.
Wade Wilson?
Of course we will.
Who's asking? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Yeah!
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me.
Isn't he from MI5?
You are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
Show you some magic
Marvel
tricks.
Jesus.
Yep.
There it is.
That's how a hero reloads his gun.
Nah, that's not possible.
God, I love this part. Wait!
Is that Pyro?
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Release July 26th.
All right. Go ahead, Oni. She's baking it.
Given what I know of previous Deadpool movies, I don't think those are just softball jokes. Being aware on the periphery of things, I mean, I'm not really like super surprised by some of the trends that they're doing in terms of like, I know who the TVA are, you know, the different areas and blah, blah, blah. Going back a little bit to the concern that could be warranted because we're not their fucking biographers. Given that they had a freeze because of the writer and actor strikes, I'm wondering if they may have given what film reels that they could, the scenes that they could, to their editors while they were waiting for the strikes. Since, you know, of course, movies aren't filmed in chronological order of scenes, whatever they did have, I wonder if they sent over. That would have, in my opinion, been very cost effective in saving time. But again, I don't know. Given that, to my knowledge, Ryan Reynolds is still like the guy with the money bags, I think this will do. I think this will be okay. I don't think there will be too much cause for alarm. There should always be a level of concern, a level of, are you going to deliver on what I expect, which would be an irreverent movie with Deadpool causing shenanigans. As long as they fulfill that, then I think that is an excellent start. And then, you know, all the extra stuff is kind of, you know, it's the frosting on top of the cake. I think it will do well. I can't say for sure it will do better than any other Deadpool movie, only because as a rule, movies don't do as well in terms of money and profit the longer a scene goes, or a trilogy or anything. But maybe this will break the mold. Who knows? I do think it will at least go a lot better because they, just on the fact that it's Deadpool, cannot they can't exactly put their name on it per se, like, oh, this is a super duper Marvel movie, we're gonna have all the Marvel characters. They haven't even crossed over mutants into, you know, the classic Avengers universe, and then they're trying to retcon the whole thing too. So
it's coming.
They're trying, but the thing is that they've tried twice to do X-Men, and it went
3 times.
When was the third time?
More like 4 or 5 times at this point.
When was what times are you counting? Because there was the original trilogy from the early 2000s.
Yep.
X-Men First Class Universe.
Yep. It was. Yeah.
Where's the third, fourth, or fifth?
Dark Phoenix?
That was
part of the X-Men First Class Universe.
Was it though? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know. It was kind of hard to track that one because that was.
Here's how you know.
Was released.
Mystique was played by Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
You had Magneto played by that one gentleman. I'm sorry. Beast was played by the same actor. Charles Xavier is played by the same actor. Those 3 were the consistent ones. It's that when Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix happened, those were a few years or several years after X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class was the prequel to all of those for a reason. But yeah, no one really remembers that series. You know, as they just don't. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why we still think of Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler, and he played him like.
At it?
Yeah. You want to know how I know this?
Because that's your favorite character in the world.
Oh my good sir, I can do you one better. Give me one moment.
Please. Can I play like the waiting music while you do it?
Michael Fassbender, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you,
For Karen Death.
We have the smartest staff in fucking Twitch. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yep, there it is.
I found this at a
that.
store by chance.
Oh my god.
And wait till you see what it's got. It has.
It's bonerific.
By the way, the entire script in here. And here's the kicker. If I ever meet Mr. Cummings ever again, they still have Nightcrawler's poster in here.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
They didn't take this out. And I'm going to hope to have it autographed.
Oh,
and he spoke at my college. That's how I was able to see him the first time.
I had Noah Wiley speak at my college. That he was a commencement speaker. It was the worst ever.
Alan Cummings is just as charismatic and sincere in real life as you would think he is from the interviews. So. It is very heartwarming to see. Yeah, wait. No, Ghost, because I'm not like you.
Oh. Is she going to pull out life-size plushie of the night?
Yes, Great Gazoo. He is.
Yeah.
Oh, they put a tiny fucking picture in here.
He's the OG Nightcrawler from the good X-Men, not the new one.
Yes.
I mean, was it ever really good though?
Yes, the first X-Men group, that was excellent. I'm sorry,
Hero,
if you're
you fucking heretic.
On the same team, Hero, you're gonna get me brought down.
Hero,
that's all there is to it.
Listen. Can you imagine? And I'm not demeaning the actors of today. I'm just saying, Sir Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart set a fucking bar when they played those characters. Okay,
a bar, ma'am. They were the pole vaulting champions.
Yeah, no fucking shit. So, and yes, they have
those two.
Hello, Rebecca Romaine as Mystique. You can't get any fucking better than the hottest chick on the planet at the time. Okay?
Hang on. They have a really nice
Rebecca
close-up
Romaine
of her in here.
Stamos, right, Soda?
Always.
You still
always enjoyed the original trilogy. The first movie had the best music. Second movie had the best story. Third movie had the best action.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's show and tell with only. Yeah, there we go. There's my girl.
I think they did a really great job with the makeup in that one.
Yeah.
Same with Nightcrawler, because they carried that over into the reboot series. Because with Mystique, they wanted to add some visual interest. Let's be honest. Every other form she has in comics is just blue skin with yellow eyes. But that's a little risque for today's audience. So if you make it look more reptilian, you make her look more. You make her look less human as we understand humanity. It gives her an air of mystique. But with Nightcrawler being covered in fur, no one wants, especially then, no one wanted to cover a whole fucking body in fur too light. Fuck that shit. It would have aged horribly. But what can you do
the
to
groomers
show?
would have trouble doing that.
Oh yeah, and let alone the fact they were giving digital detail to a prehensile tail already.
Let me explain groomers really quick, Oni. Groomers are a job title in CGI. They do the hair. They do all the hair simulations. They're called groomers because they groom the hair, not children groomers, that sort of thing.
That's
it's two different things. Go ahead, Oni. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Fuck you here.
So instead, they found a creative solution to how to tell the character's story. Nightcrawler didn't have a lot of screen time in that movie, so how do you portray who he is? They did it through costuming. They did it through the special effects, namely faded but eccentric clothing, his posters, but then you see his scars. He chose a form of self-mutilation in the form of scarification of basically scar tattoos that were of either holy symbols or icons to remind him of the sins he's committed, you know, to remind us that he is Catholic. You find him in a Catholic church after the whole, you know, intro scene shit. So that was their way of creative storytelling that they wound up carrying into the reboot because it worked the first time. But yeah, no one remembers the second series because it just wasn't as, it didn't have the same impact, which is really unfortunate because they did bring in some of the heavy hitters. They, you know, like Apocalypse. Can't say they did it accurately, but they tried. And then unfortunately, they arguably did worse with the Dark Phoenix saga. I mean, the X-Men Last Stand didn't do a very good job with Dark Phoenix saga because, well, they followed it in name. But let's just say there are certain series and sagas that should not be attempted on the big screen unless you really think you can do it well. The Dark Phoenix,
follow it accurately.
Yeah, the Phoenix saga is one of them. The only reason why I think the Infinity Wars went nearly as well was because they were able to finagle that story, because the whole point was it was an item connected to a person. It wasn't the person, and immortal being on a cosmic level kind of plays out a little differently. So
it reminds me of a meme where Deadpool and Spider-Man go to get the Soul Stone, and Spider-Man throws Deadpool, and he breaks his arm and leg, and the guy gives him the Soul Stone, and then Deadpool goes up, "You got it," and Spider-Man gives him a thumbs up. He's like, Red Skull goes, "Do you think I'm some sort of fucking joke?"
Well, anyways, I think one of the main reasons the Dark Phoenix movie didn't go over well, I say one of, because there was a lot of reasons it failed, but one of those reasons was it got released basically
Captain Marvel
at the exact same time as major Marvel films were getting released, and I think it was just literally thrown out on the altar to be sacrificed with no care, because it was at the same time that Fox was like officially purchased by Disney.
No, don't be sorry for that. Oni, you know what one of my hard drives is named, right?
Nightcrawler,
and the other one is another girl. We mentioned it.
Mystique.
Yep, those are the two. And I'm a Spider-Man. I have no hard drives named Spider-Man. It's all X-Men characters.
Because they would crash.
Fantastic Four. It's like,
that's if they were Windows based.
What's that?
He said because they would crash, and my response is no, that's only if they were Windows based.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I have Mystique. I have my flash drive is Nightcrawler.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's a flash drive, right?
Well,
he was a part of her.
Right.
Because she's mom.
Yeah, exactly, right. Oh, that works on that level too. I'm so dumb, I didn't realize that.
That's some good choices there, Mariner.
Thank you.
Also, when you look for him, he disappears.
Right. I always gotta
anyone who's in the chat, you can't fucking tell me with a straight face you've never lost a fucking flash drive, okay?
Right.
And then found it in random ass place. You can't fucking tell me that.
Exactly. I got
I'm
flash
in
drives
IT. I find
everywhere.
hard drives in random ass places.
Oh
yeah.
Wow, Hank, did they watch the yearly cybersecurity awareness video?
No. These are hard drives that I've collected over the years. I used to find them all over my house. I'm like, what? Which one is this?
He took one home from my house.
Yep, it's in my computer right now.
Why?
Because he gave it to me.
I gave it to him. It was a cloud drive, and I couldn't get. I go, you can fucking have it. I have no room for this shit. He's like, if you see the way my room is set up, it looks like I have all this fucking room. I don't have all this room.
I walk into the room and I stand next to him, and we're standing shoulder to shoulder the whole time we're working on his computer.
Yeah, but my computer it's an RGB computer. It's underneath my desk. You don't even see the color. It should be like in the background somewhere. But I don't know. Like I stage everything nice. I got the cowboy hat there. You know, everything's all strategically placed and shit. And but
Ah,
I
shit.
already hydrated.
Yeah, we got to backtrack because I haven't said my piece, and neither is Soda. Well, no,
I'm
Soda. had.
sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys.
No, you're fine, Oni.
No, I like the show and tell with Oni. We should make that a segment.
I would love that.
We should fucking do that because she's got a book for everything.
I
She's
swear.
like,
Her face
"Check
lights
this out,
up.
hold on." And it's like the X-Men 2 artwork. I'm like, what the fuck?
With the script.
That's crazy.
So
But yeah,
I like how her face lights up when she's showing off too. It's nice.
yeah, it's cool.
So my take on this, I don't know if I'm probably fence riding on this one. Just saying, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to say that this is gonna save Marvel and Disney. There's no fucking way in hell, no, not even a snowball's chance in hell that this one movie is going to do enough to save Marvel and Disney's asses on this.
Fake news.
It would have to make billions. It would have to outclass Avatar.
It's gonna do better than Super Mario Brothers.
And well, it would have to do that too, but that's beside the point. It would have to eclipse multiple movies in not in budget, but in box office sales.
Yeah.
That being said, I do think it will do very well. I really feel like the references to the Loki season 2 is gonna go over well. I don't think it's gonna dive that deeply into those storylines. I do find a problem with tying it to a Disney Plus show like that because, first of all, why? Second of all, you should not, because this, while I like that they're trying to tie it into to the MCU, I don't think it's a good idea to tie it into a show. Not enough people would have watched it but regardless, Deadpool's going to put asses in seats. It really is, because while
it's gonna put you in the seat, but you'll only need the edge. Deadpool and Wolverine coming out July 26th.
Yeah. Anyways,
I think I prefer Hugh Jackman's title.
Yeah, Deadpool
Wolverine and asshole.
Wolverine and the asshole. I do think it's going to do really well. I am not 100% sure that I think it's going to break $1 billion, but
no.
I think you and I have talked about this. I think you and I have talked about this in
it'll
private
hit
chat.
193 million.
That is rather low, sir.
No, it's not. It'll break more than even and do better than all the other previous movies, which is such a low bar.
Has a production budget been released?
I'll have to look at the production budget, and once you do that, I'll make another evaluation.
There you go. I don't think a production budget's been released yet, but I think if people are saying that if people are saying that it's going to do as good as Guardians 3 did, you're talking about excess of 800 million in numbers. I do think that it could do well, but well in relation to Disney budgets over the last 5 years.
Loaded.
Yeah, way too much money spent on producing the monies, producing the monies. Yeah, which is basically it. Way too much money is being spent on the production of these movies to only net a couple, like 100 million over what they ended up spending. Not good. That's not good. But I do think that it's probably, because it's Deadpool, I do think it's going to do almost as much as Guardians 3.
Oh yeah, probably.
I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence whether or not I think it's going to break $1 billion. Producing the monies, I like that.
Give me the money.
Speaking of producing the monies, don't forget to follow us, and if you like us, you can drop them biddies or sub. Like what Hero was in the same mind I was in. Don't forget to drop that. Thanks to you guys, we were only $800 in a hole last year. It posted 1,000. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
But really, what do I think is happening here? We've already seen they're doing some multiversal shit. We've already, we've already made that prediction. I already get the sense that this Deadpool and Wolverine team up comic is being brought to life.
Yes.
I like the slapstick shit they're already throwing out there. What I am not sure on is if they're going for a storyline that exists in Deadpool comics already. What would I love to see? I would love to see Deadpool kill Marvel storyline. Is it going to happen? Probably not. That's wishful thinking. I'm also of two I'm also of two minds. Like, I really want this to do good because it's Deadpool. Deadpool is one of my favorite characters ever as far as comedy style. Wolverine's one of my favorite serious type characters. He's really nitty and gritty.
Relax there, bub. Well, because you look like me.
Not that much.
Relax there, bub. John Wick and Wolverine combination. He's known as Hero, the IT guy. Catch him Fridays, 8 p.m. on Laggin Out Live.
I also, while I want it to succeed, I really do, I'm also afraid of what would happen if it does succeed, which is bankrolling more garbage. Because it is owned by Disney. And Disney doesn't have a very good...
Let's be positive. We're too negative in our podcast. I hate Disney. I hate Disney. I fucking hate Disney. Let's talk about trashing Disney for about 15 minutes.
Do it.
I mean, I was just talking about how much I love Deadpool and the movies that they've done.
Yeah. Fuck you, you mouse, you fuckity fuck.
Anyways, who else has more to say about Deadpool and what they think will happen?
Steve, I think.
All I know is if I ran in that suit again, like, I'd have bat wings really bad.
Ooh.
I'd like, my balls was hot the whole time.
You'd have to get you the manscaping deal.
Yeah, dude. I was watching all the background stuff. I was always interested by like each, like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds both have 2 stuntmen each, and I was like seeing them on a break, and I just found it hilarious. I think the writing's going to be good. And I think it's going to do well. That's really it. Soda or Mariner. Mariner already said it. Yeah,
we all went. I think Oni did. I
think everyone covered. Yeah. Reminder: our trivia question. Moving on. When firing the Crucible, in Mass Effect 3, what color leads to the color control ending? Blue, green, or blue? A, B, or C? Answer
Purple.
Coming up at the end of the show. No cheating on the website, even though you're on your computer or laptop.
Winning or
Did I hear that correctly?
You repeated blue. It's fine.
Blue, green, red.
Red, blue, and green.
Yellow.
What part? Orange. When firing the Crucible in Mass Effect 3, what color leads to the control ending? A, blue, B, green, C, red.
There we go. All right.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to go too quickly and I mumble over my words.
It's okay. I thought I was going crazy for a second.
Yeah. What's in my head and what comes out of my mouth are 2 different things, and sometimes I don't catch it. I have a Bidenism there sometimes, but
the poll was split actually between B and C, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It was completely split, right? Oh, okay.
It was even
green and red. Secondary and a primary color to our students in the chat, because we know there's a couple of you in there doing some extra credit tonight.
This is Mariner's favorite segment coming up right here.
Oh,
this is why I invited him on.
The search for longer streams.
This was why I invited him on.
So I'm gonna start by
a deep dive on Fallout 2.
I'm gonna start by reiterating the points that I made that Oni was so kind to read for me on the Fallout London topic a few weeks back. I gotta find them now, but the essentials were: this is the future of mod gaming, taking an existing platform, whatchamacallit, and building your own game on top of it using the game mechanics, the game engine, but it's your story and it's your game essentially. And this is the same idea that Fallout London had, is they stripped Fallout 4 down to nothing and then rebuilt the terrain, the monsters, the guns, everything from Fallout 2 on top of it. So this is going to be, I don't know why I'm looking at the screen. Get over here. So this is, I looked at the teaser, looked at the stuff that they gave us for Fallout 4 2. Now I must admit, I have not actually played Fallout 2. So yell at me in the chat if you like. But I did not come into Fallout really until Fallout 4. And Fallout, I even tried Fallout New Vegas and I did not enjoy it because the gun mechanics just pissed me off so bad. Like, how can you be this close to the opponent, fire the gun, and miss?
Ask Shadowheart.
That's so true. I'm gonna be honest with you. That surprises me. Not for any other reason other than Fallout New Vegas has largely been accepted amongst the community as the best Fallout.
And I've not played it enough to say the story. I've seen the story, seen the lore. Like when I heavily got into Fallout 4, I've definitely I know the story of Fallout 2, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. I know plenty of the lore. And I've probably watched the same YouTubers that Hero has and other people regarding Fallout. What is Ghost saying?
He's just being a goon.
Oh yeah, okay. So anyways, like
sorry.
Yeah.
Oni has a question.
Do you have a question?
Not a question, just maybe a little area of comfort. I have never seen with New Vegas anyone who was tepid about it. You either really loved it or you really didn't like it. So you are not alone. You are not the only person I've ever heard who said, I didn't like New Vegas. But the thing is that game, from what I've heard, you got a reaction out of people. Some of it was very good. Some of it was really bad. But I mean, there weren't a lot of people who were lukewarm about it. So
yeah. But
you're
as
not
far
the
as
only
like,
one.
yeah, my complaints are mainly about the mechanics. The story
That's
looks really
fair.
good.
That would make it hard to play.
Yeah, and so the story of I think I've watched someone play or do a deep dive into the lore of Fallout New Vegas. I've actually watched a couple of channels, so I know a lot about the characters, the story, and all that. And I do think it is at the same level as Fallout 4. It could be a little bit better, but I started with Fallout 4, so Fallout 4 is going to be my favorite Fallout 4 game. Sims Elements 2, by the way. And yes. So, but knowing what I know about, well, Sims Elements 2, Fallout London, this was the next thing on the horizon, was full remakes of the previous Fallout games using the Fallout 4 engine. This is not a surprise. I fully estimate that if people have the time and the skill, we could have all 4 or 5 or 6, depending on which games you consider to be Fallout, in the Fallout 4 engine, playable as a downloadable mod. So you could get the entire story from the beginning of Fallout 1 with Vault 13 to the end of Fallout London with whatever vaults are going to be there on one game. So this is why I love the modding community so much. The ones that are dedicated to doing this is because they give us far more value for the games that we've bought than what the developers intended. So Fallout, the only exception I think to this is going to be Fallout 76. I think that's gonna be that's gonna be a hiccup and the footnote in the Fallout universe. I don't think it's actually gonna go anywhere, take anybody anywhere. It's gonna be people expanding on the Fallout universe through doing mods like Fallout London, through Fallout 2 remake, through all of it. I especially look forward to someone justifying the existence of Starfield through mods.
Oh, that's
filling
interesting.
in. There's so many gaps in Starfield. Sorry to go on a tangent. There's so many gaps in Starfield. It's going to need the modders to make it a good game. It's going to be in. Now, Bethesda should not have done this. Should not have made it that the modders need to resuscitate Starfield. But at the same time, my hope is that they do, because Starfield's a space game. I love space games. I'm not that great at many of them, but Hero.
Yes, just a question. How, on your opinion on that, or in your opinion on that, referencing Starfield, I know we're going on a tangent there. Do you think that the modders will come out in force for Starfield, considering the reaction of some of the major modders that came out and said it's trash?
Yeah, I've seen that. I think Ghost is also saying that sadly Starfield may never get major mods like Fallout 4. A modder made a video saying the game needs to be rebuilt from the ground up first. I've heard that too, and that's why I would like this to happen, but this is not something I'm banking on. Like if Starfield dies a quick and lonely death, I'll understand why. That's why I use the word resuscitate. That's why I use the word resuscitate, is because I know that's what it's going to have to do, is the modders are going to have to really do some work on Starfield. But I also won't, if they don't, I'll put Starfield on the shelf and I'll be like, well, that was a nice romp. Let's go back to something that's good. Or at least something that's complete. Let me correct what I said there.
No, you meant what you said the first time.
Slip. That's a Freudian slip, brother.
But yeah, it's Fallout New Vegas, or Fallout 2 remake. If it gets completed, I'm definitely gonna play it. I'm definitely gonna do Fallout London, probably on my own channel. It's not long after it comes out. I might give it a month just in case there are any release bugs, which they are trying to. I will give them credit, they're trying to avoid, but it's kind of a thing. Like you could do everything except ship the game to make sure there are no bugs, and there will still be bugs. And so there's gonna be some patches. I don't think they're not gonna have patches. And Fallout 2 is probably gonna have the same sort of thing. There are mechanics. I don't know how accurately they're copying some of the mechanics from Fallout 2 into Fallout New Vegas. Why am I getting it all confused? But and the Ghost, I'm not entirely sure if Fallout 2 remake is supposed to be or is a 1-to-1 copy. I've
Remind
that
me, isn't Fallout 2 wasn't Fallout 1 and 2 both kind of in really old style kind of point and click action? Well, not action.
Yes,
RPG.
Definitely top down
RPG, yeah.
Yeah, and they really transitioned into first person shooter for Fallout 3.
I was really digging for that. Isometric.
Thank you. Yes. So converting isometric to first person shooter, I think is going to be fun, because if you look at the detail, I mean, they had some really good detail in Fallout and Fallout 2, but it was on a teeny tiny resolution screen. And if you play it nowadays on a nice large resolution screen, you don't have the same experience, I don't think. So seeing these things up close, being able to like use the things and actually have it be like
Everything looks bigger when they come up close.
Right.
An Ori, a Cheerio looks like a donut if I put it up to my eye.
Right. So I mean I think they're going to be really fun. I think they're going to be I think I'm going to want to play them. Like I would really prefer Fallout the remake come out before Fallout 2 remake. But
Yeah.
I think they are working on a Fallout remake. It's just I think it's further down the production line than Fallout 2 is. Fallout 2 I think is ranked higher than Fallout 1 as far as the fans are concerned.
It's their
So-
Empire Strikes Back.
So it's going to be exciting the next few years watching these not necessarily mods but games built on previous engines. Going to be fun.
Remind me, this is basically old Fallout games being remade through mods.
Yes, through modders. Yeah, it's going to be like I said, the engine, some of the mechanics from Fallout 4 are going to be used. It's going from top down to first person, but the terrain, the maps, everything is supposed to be pretty one for one. Like I saw the trailer, and some of it's pretty good. I don't know about comparison wise to the original game because the only thing I've seen about the original game was a series of let's play videos that a YouTuber did. So I think it's gonna be exciting because you're moving from top down to being in the Fallout California wastelands versus just looking down upon it. Some of the terrain, some of the indoor cells are very blocky, but that's because the original game was pretty blocky. So that's understandable. But I don't know, like I said, if I could play Fallout 2, if I could stomach playing Fallout New Vegas, I played Fallout 3, didn't get very far into the story. Because I don't remember why. Maybe I wasn't as familiar with the significance of Fallout when I tried to play that game, and then I got into Fallout 4. I almost missed the boat on Fallout 4 as far as like how cool it is, simply because I played it because my brother played it, introduced it to me. I played through the story a couple times and then put it away for like 18 months to a year. And this was 3 or 4 years after the game had actually released. So I was not as into it as I am now. I was getting back into it when the Sims Elements 2 mod released. And so the combination of the Sims Elements 2 mechanic, invigorating the settlement system for Fallout 4, made it so that I wanted to play Fallout 4 because I wanted to see where Sims Elements 2 was going and the story wise, and I was fascinated at how well they integrated Sims Elements 2 into the story of Fallout 4 and actually made the story of Fallout 4 secondary to the story of Sims Elements 2. Now, Chapter 3 took a direction that I didn't necessarily agree with towards the end. Their war mechanic still today seems a bit clunky. And yeah, so King Gath is working on it. He's also working on a third version or a 3.0 patch of the HQ mechanic, because that, like, the first version of that was so broken. The second version of that is workable. But he's working on a 3.0 to kind of streamline it a little bit, to introduce some new mechanics, make it so that it can be a little bit more automated. There's some good stuff coming still for Sims Elements 2 over the next few years to make it very smooth and give you different levels of play. And yeah, good things are going to happen with games, but not because of the game devs, but because of the modders. Fallout 2 is going to be a great example of, Fallout 2 Remake is going to be a great example of that. Fallout London's going to be an awesomely epic example of it if they can pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I should stop there. I'm now rambling.
Good takes. I really don't.
That has
have a
been
lot.
30 Minutes with Mariner. Check him out on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on his own channel, deepdivegaming.tv.
I as far as Fallout London is concerned, is that
We're
a
still talking about Fallout?
primary release from the devs, or is that a mod?
Fallout London is totally mod, totally creation or community content.
Gotcha. Are they pulling that lore just from random lore of the Fallout series, or is that?
I don't know anything about the story or any of the lore behind any of the factions or anything. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm not plugged into that community, so I don't know I don't know any of the details. I'm kind of I want to wait and see what the final product looks like, and then maybe go backwards from there.
Okay. All questions that I was interested that I wanted to
You
ask.
like torturing me, Hero? I could just hit the mute button, go right to the next topic, and no one will hear you for about 30 minutes.
Except that he chat, you know he chat.
Thank you. Now, I'll shut the chat off too. It's like, thank you guys. We'll see you next week. I'll hit the music.
That's up to you, sir.
Yes, it is.
You brought me in for dynamic conversation, and here we are.
Yeah, it went a little longer than I thought, but the Fallout is very interesting. There's a lot of like onion skin to peel out from that, so it's a lot to unravel. You pardon the pun. Fallout is like an ogre. It has many layers.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you nuke the planet.
Yeah. It reminds me of the 100. You know, you ever watch that show, The 100?
I heard of it. I wasn't that interested.
It was like a nuclear holocaust, and they were living in space for a long time, and they had to wait for the planet to heal itself to drop down.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they dropped. It's like a whole story.
Sounds like Wall-E with extra steps.
It kinda is. And instead of using the word fuck, they use the word float. Because what they do is when someone does something bad, like murder or something, they put them in this vacuum chamber, and it like sucks them out into space, and they get floated off. So they always say, "Go float yourself" and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. It's
So shall we
like,
float the next topic?
Yes. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Crack.
I am so scared of this. So glad the fuck is this shit? Out here living my best life. Shadowheart's drowning. Oh, totally, this isn't about her. Yeah, maybe she aimed. Maybe she didn't roll a fucking fail every time.
That's funny. So what's
I
the
know exactly what
context here?
fucking line that is too because of the posture. Badger found that. I'm like, yeah, Badger. Now you know why. Now you know why people were like, oh, he actually is funny, isn't he? It's like, yeah. It's almost
Very
like
dry.
he's saying the quiet shit out loud.
Oh,
No, he doesn't fucking sparkle. No, vampires don't fucking sparkle. That is a hill I would fucking
no
die
sparkling
on.
vampires. This is why Kirsten Stewart has been declared a terrible actress, because of that performance in that movie. Well, those movies, I guess.
Yeah. Right. There you go.
Ghost, are you gonna say it's because the vampire spawn? It's the family of vampires. Welcome to it, okay? He is a real vampire. It's just that in D&D, there are different designations. Shut up, Magma. he's a Shadowheart fangirl, okay? That's why. He's gotta stand up for God's perfect princess or whatever the fuck she called herself.
That's funny.
I don't know if I'd call it that. I don't know if anybody actually called it that.
No, God's favorite princess. That's what she is. That's what they call her. Yeah, no, he doesn't sparkle in the sunlight. No. So I have no idea what this fucking thing's about.
I don't know either. Does anybody know what this is about?
Unless this is about the Baldur's Gate patch 6 that just dropped.
Might be about that.
which has nothing to do with the Starian. He didn't. I don't understand Badger's. I really don't.
I don't understand. She's your sister. You should understand her more than anybody else.
I'm gonna let you think about that for a second.
Because I can't. I can't. I don't know. Like we had a conversation that was like we had a conversation with 3 non sequiturs a couple of days ago, Oni, and I couldn't keep up with the conversation. I didn't know where the conversation was going. I have no idea.
Here's
it
the
was
step to
almost as
understanding Badger.
if her train of thought runs around like a crazy psychopathic squirrel with its head chopped off. Oh,
Here's the thing: you gotta follow. You have to follow the cocaine squirrel. Okay.
Okay.
That's how you understand. You just let it go, and you just keep following the little footprints. You'll catch up eventually.
Okay.
That's the best way to understand it. Don't try to control the conversation. It will drag you under. Just let it keep going.
Caffeinated hamster.
Yeah, that's the fuck. Sorry, someone was honking their horn multiple times. There's nothing going on, to my knowledge. Apparently last week was a Comic-Con out here.
A nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun. Next time, just warn me before you do something stupid. At least then I can get out of the blast radius. Now, shall we go? Or do you have any other chaos you need to unleash here? Gladly.
I like the conversation path because I've seen it. Next time, I get to fire the super weapon. Anyway.
Anyways.
But yeah, the big deal with the patch 6 was that was advertised. Okay, I don't have the game, so I don't know all that was in it. I'm sure there were some other things that got fixed. But actually, let me.
Fuck me, I've been muted. Jeez.
You've been muted for like 30 minutes now.
I'm like, why is nobody fucking looking at me, listening to
All
me?
we see is your
sorry.
Were you muted the whole time?
Apparently I was. Yeah.
I was sitting here watching.
gosh.
Usually somebody says something. I mean, somebody
I
like.
was having too much fun watching
phone.
watching your advertisers go.
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
I was. That's exactly what I was doing. Apparently nobody heard me.
Nope.
Oh man.
So many one-liners. I'm so disappointed, Soda. And here I just thought you were on the phone. Probably on the phone with Badger. And telling her
Getting
that she
chewed
just
out for
called
the
a
stream.
cocaine squirrel.
I was like, nobody, because I was trying to tell Mariner earlier that those games were free for a week on Epic, but they're not there anymore. And he just kept talking. I'm like, what the fuck is okay? Well,
fuck me, I guess.
Usually
Wow.
only like soda, where's soda?
So sorry. I
So wait,
Just
which
said
games
she
were
cracked
free?
a joke about you being muted this whole time.
Oh, guys, sorry about that.
What
I don't-
games were you talking about? Or you can tell me. after, I guess.
Fallout 1, basically Fallout 2.
I've got
Fallout
I think
3.
I've got them all through GOG actually.
I was trying to tell the chat, apparently, but they're not there anymore. So, sorry, guys. I coughed like 30 minutes ago, so I muted myself. Apparently, never hit the unmute button.
I've done
so
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've done the mute to cough and then forgot to unmute.
May I
Don't you
read
have
some
a
of
sneeze
the?
button?
What?
Sorry, Chieftain.
No, I just asked if there was a sneeze button. That's all. Go ahead.
May I read some of the comments from Larian Studios' Instagram page regarding patch 6?
Sure.
Wow, why do I
Wait,
keep doing
I
that?
just yes, Oni, yes, please do. But I don't know why this connected in my head just now. That was a fucking Valentine's Day advertisement, that patch update.
Yes, but it dropped today. Let me read you some of the shit that came out, because for context, the first animations that they showed were between Archdruid Halsin and Astarion, okay?
Uh-oh.
This is the comments section, a snippet. The fact y'all used Astarion and Halsin, I am being sent straight to heaven by this crying emoji, heart emoji. liked by Larian Studios, at the person, you're welcome. No studio has ever been more in tune with what the people want than Larian. Okay, this is about to get us demonetized. I'm gonna read
We're
it.
already there, I think.
We're already there, I think.
I don't know if I can keep a straight face, so here we go. My Astarian is heterosexual. A reply, that's crazy. He's getting piped in mine.
Oh my god.
That's
So
great.
that won't get us. That doesn't get you demonetized.
Right. No, I've said worse, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. There's no way that gets you demonetized.
I sincerely did not know that I needed to see Astarian and Halson kiss today. Thank you. Enjoy, X. Larian Studios.
Oh my god.
They, Larian Studios does reply to a lot of these things. I mean, their Instagram is, if it's not a fucking meme factory, it's just actually really wholesome because, they'll just,
in these guys so far.
they'll share fan art people do for their games. That's nice. They didn't do that. That is fan art, and they have a link to the person's social medias.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just they have a really whoever's doing their PR is fantastic.
Indie studios are just so much better in response.
Yes, they fucking are. And again, I'm not saying that Baldur's Gate 3 is perfect. I know there were a lot of rough patches, but you can't say that they're not listening to the community, right. and they are making their rounds in the right places to show their appreciation. So it makes it very difficult for me to. We saw that.
I know.
It
do it like every stream.
It makes it difficult for me to have any doubt that they are actually as sincere as they are. I believe they are. I believe that is the real Larian Studios team. I believe that they are humble, grateful, and passionate about what they do. And I'll salute that flag. So, you know, and hey, they let the actors and actresses, you know, kind of have a little more fun with the script, kind of take with it and run, because like there's a famous line by Gale.
Oh God.
That he kind of ad-libbed a little bit. Like it's there, but he put such an aggressive twist on it. He didn't know if he'd get away with it. And it did. It's if you let your character lick a dead spider, he'll judge you. And then if you go back for it again, he's like, stop licking the damn thing.
That's funny.
We'll have to find that spider and bring Gale along.
I've been trying.
No, not that spider.
No, it's happening. It's
happening. Because you know what's in that spider. Don't fucking do it. No.
I don't know what's in that spider. I haven't gotten to that part of the game yet.
Okay, then do not lick that spider. Do not.
You know
I'm not gonna lick the spider. That's gonna be soda.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't lick the spider. No, I'm doing everything I can not to spoil it. Don't fucking do it. Okay?
I'm sincerely wondering what in the living F is going on that I missed.
I don't know either. That's why I want soda to
From
lick
what
the spider.
if what I heard is correct, that's, I mean, besides the fact that it's dead, it's not normal, okay? And I'm saying this knowing the spiders in Dungeons and Dragons aren't normal, okay? Just don't lick dead things.
My character is not normal, so it's good.
Yeah, have you seen Soda's character?
I don't think anything that Soda has done in any game where he has free choice has been anywhere resembling normal.
Besides which, I think he's probably promised this to Badger.
I did.
Promised what?
To lick the spider.
Of course, Badger would say, "She do it."
Yep.
You find this at all surprising? Please say no.
No, it's just that.
Would it help if I said I'll save before he licks the spider?
No, we'll
not really, because I know damn well you're not going to go back to it. It's just the whole. Badger's sense of direction is
Yes
None.
or no?
A donut?
0.
and yet you're going to still listen to her about licking a dead spider.
Well, just for the entertainment
Become
value, it's got to
Spider-Man?
be great.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Great
I don't even know
Gazoo,
what
you
we're
will
talking
soon
about.
find out, unfortunately. I'm very sorry for what will happen.
Get your maple syrup ready. This one's gonna be a doozy.
No, you're get the can of Raid and you might need it for yourself because it's just no. Just no.
There's so much.
Anyways,
I wonder if I completely missed this particular segment. So
Probably. Why would you
Yeah.
ever think to go lick a spider though? I mean,
why would you
Maybe
ever
a
think to
toad.
stick your hand in a freaking hole that has
um
been for carrion crawlers?
I haven't done that yet, so I'll have to stick my hand in the hole then.
And in order to get to the full disclosure of what's there, you need to use polymorph on yourself. Or no, it's wild shape or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, well, then we might be safe because neither of our characters have that.
until you get another druid. Pretty sure you can find one.
Or a sorcerer that can cast, well, wizard, I guess, that can cast.
You're a wizard, Larry.
Yeah, I guess one of us could maybe play as Gale for a few minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went with a bard and oh no, bards have polymorph, don't they? They have
Yeah.
access to polymorph
I
at higher
think
levels.
both bards and Shadowheart actually has access to that spell.
Oh, okay, so maybe we can polymorph
By
Soda and
default,
he can
unless
go
you
with the
respec.
spider.
Sweet.
By the way, I'd recommend respecing her to the healing path rather than the
I believe I've been following that path. Or I've been getting her the healing spells when I can.
she's a naturally or normally by default spec'd into, I think it's the trickster path.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Chieftain's trying to send us a hint though.
I mean, he's about as subtle as a fucking sledgehammer. I'm just saying.
You should see the text I'm getting from Soda the whole
I
time.
don't know what
guys.
you're talking about. Don't bring
Here,
me
I
into
have
this.
it right here. Hold on. I'll put it up to the camera, see what he's saying. Oh, will Hero ever shut the fuck up?
Dude.
Oh, Hero does not have an off switch. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say anything like that.
I kind of know him a little bit better than that. I don't think he'd say that shit.
I would text
say it
that
out
to
loud.
Hero. Yeah, I
You
would text it to him.
that to Hero.
He would say that shit out loud.
Be like, Hero, what? Shut up. Of course, I just figured I was getting talked over, so you know.
Well, you muted yourself, so that's like a
Yeah, that's my
self-inflicted
fault.
wound.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a fucking cell phone from hell right there.
Yeah, bueno on my part.
I got Spectrum Mobile, so I'm not going to have a good connection. So is this shot intentional here? Like the leg up on the rock in the butt shot for Lara Croft here?
That's a I don't know how to call it. It's a redone actual poster. Well, I don't know about poster, but it's a redone shot of the original Tomb Raider. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Magma.
I would watch that.
Anyways,
You know damn well I'm not good at
I'm
video games.
gonna-
I don't even remember the last video game I played.
I'm gonna go ahead and tee this one up. We mentioned this in the game release schedule, and we kind of really glossed over
Desperately glossed over it, yeah.
because we were so tired
God.
of people remaking, remastering, and what have you.
Yeah.
But I take back what I said about it. It apparently is a faithful remaster to the T with an option of mid-game to be able to switch the graphics rendering from original
to big titty
rendering to what they remastered it to, so that you could actually see what the game looked like originally while playing the game and what the game looks like now after being remastered. Like,
Interesting.
that gives you an appreciation of what they did. Because let's be real here, the original Tomb Raider came out on original PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I did.
Back in
Oh
the day,
yeah, I had
all
a
these
fucking.
people thirsting after Lara Croft were thirsting after the worst 3D polygons ever, and nobody realized it back then until
I had
now.
I had the centerfold out of Laura Croft laying down in a bathing suit in the low poly version. I had it.
I remember
had
that
it.
poster.
I have it. I had it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I had the Game Players magazine where they did a special.
Like,
it was basically the swimsuit edition of Game
Right?
Players magazine, where they were talking about all the best looking, gorgeous video game babes, and it showed her laid out, and it wasn't the bathing suit version. It was probably the same thing, just done with censor strips instead of the bikini.
Oh, okay. Soda had one, but he can't open it anymore. The pages are stuck together.
I bet.
Yes, sadly.
But from everything I've seen about this,
yes,
it is a good
defend himself.
Yes, Oni, good.
Sweet.
Oh, hold on, Oni, hold on.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This was back in the day when you didn't have this game was built so you didn't have a save file. You had to have codes that they would release at the end of the level that you completed, so you could go on to the next one. Which means back in the day when they released those cheat code books over at your Scholastic Book Fair, throwback for those of you who remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you could skip, or you could go online and find the codes to each level and skip to the end of the game.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So I don't have terribly a whole lot to say about this one, other than it looks really good, really well done, because it's a remaster. And well, the only drawback is Crystal Dynamics doesn't want to allow this remaster to go without them posting their absolute "I'm sorry" at the beginning of the game. It has a disclaimer page that says, "We do not endorse the stereotypes that this game produced." No, I'm kidding. I had to take that one from Eric July. I'm sorry, buddy. I had to borrow it.
It was good. I saw that video too.
He straight up had a video where he, as soon as he started reading the disclaimer, he just fake knocked off going, "Oh, sorry, this is really fucking boring. I'm tired of seeing this shit." But
boring.
It's a disclaimer about how, this is a product of its time. We don't endorse these kinds of stereotypes and this type of imagery, but we chose to allow this game to be reproduced in its truest version so that we could acknowledge the wrongdoings, yada, 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 yada.
Written by Sweet Baby Inc. Likely.
Probably.
What the fuck?
But what I will say is that despite the fact that
must have
Crystal Dynamics did that, they're allowing the original content to be released. And
Which is what they should have done.
Yeah, that's what they should always do anyways, because these games were popular for a fucking reason.
They were good.
Said Crystal Dynamics wasn't even the company that worked on it. They licensed the work out to another company to do all the remastering.
Right.
The end. What do you think, Chief?
Yes, I agree. Oni?
I mean, typically I would agree with your statement regarding, hey, this is a product of its time kind of thing. I mean, I am torn about that because I am someone who does like to hear context. So, for example, when you hear of old animations that were made when racial stereotypes were okay, especially really offensive ones, or things that were made to be degrading, I can understand having that, especially dependent on your audience. You know, cartoons were supposed to be for at least like Bugs Bunny was supposed to be meant for really all ages. So you could be putting into kids' minds this kind of content. You absorb and practice what it is that you ingest. Hello.
Mhm.
Hello, meow. Meow. So I understand a bit of a warning with that one. With Tomb Raider, if you're playing that type of game and you don't fucking know that already, you are beyond help. That was never meant for, you know, like little tykes, okay? That was meant for adults or older teens who could appreciate or would like to appreciate yeah,
Right.
you know, and you know, running around as an objectively attractive woman going and getting shit, shooting guns and stuff like that. If you don't know that by that age, you probably will never fucking learn it. And really, if the offensive stuff was about, oh my gosh, yeah, she's got titties. Oh my gosh, she wears short shirts. Oh my gosh, what the? How is that offensive? Just because I'm not shaped like her does not mean I'm taking offense to it. Okay, that has nothing to do with anything. So what was offensive about it? Was it that we didn't really portray cultures very well? It's fucking make believe. Okay.
Time to see.
So no
Yeah, so-
Tomb Raider cosplay from Oni this year.
No.
That
I
will
mean,
never happen in any universe.
it's not like
Bitch.
Easy, Roger.
Calm down.
It's not like Wonder Woman 1984 where they said, "Oh, there was a Mayan book and it wasn't a Mayan style book." See, that would be stupid. That's just someone not doing their research for a prop, okay? But I mean, this is just a game being remastered. By
Right.
the way, to tack onto a little bit with the Fallout 2 mod remake, it's really telling that a lot of the games that are getting a lot of good press are either done by smaller independent studios or they're old games being shown in a fresh light to a new audience who can appreciate
By modders.
Yeah.
That's a fucking sign. Okay. These people are not liking Skull and Bones, which, by the way, I'm so confused by their advertising because their music makes no fucking sense for their trailer.
Nothing
If
makes
you're going-
sense.
The very least you could do is at least go with pirate metal, which is a thing. Pirate metal is an actual genre. They did not go with that.
Disappointed with that.
I think Mariner has a question, Oni.
Oh, sorry.
No,
yes.
I was holding up Oni.
Oh. Hey. Yeah, so Ghost, I will disagree. Those are short shorts. They may be a little more hang on, wait. Because they're not tactical because she wears hip holsters. That doesn't make them tactical. Tactical would be like they've got clips for attachments, they're cargo shorts. Here's a little bit of news for you, Ghost. Kind of hard to have extra pockets if you don't have enough material to put the pockets on.
That seemed like a lot of material to cover that ass.
Hey, you know, and she makes that ass look good, okay?
Doesn't she though? If you couldn't tell, I'm a TNA kind of guy.
I think we all
though,
fucking
Hero.
knew
I'll
that,
send you
okay?
I'll send you my pictures.
But no, those are not tactical shorts.
He's gonna kill
You
us.
can't fucking don't lie to me and try to pull that shit that they're tactical shorts. The fuck they are. Okay? If those are tactical shorts,
Hey,
then
Penguin.
the Daisy Dukes of Freedom are
Penguin.
totally within regulations. Hello, Penguin.
What's up?
Yeah. But yeah, no, these older games are getting at least this one got some official love, you know? But I mean, Fallout 2,
Man, they
Bethesda.
treated it like a redheaded stepchild, though.
Really much.
Okay, yeah, but they still at least threw out a little bit of, you know, a little bit of chump change there. But you don't see that with like
What's up,
Bethesda.
Rogue Penguin?
They are so obsessed with Fallout or Elder Scrolls 6, and yet they keep bitching about people bringing up Fallout or the Elder Scrolls 6. But these modders are the ones keeping the Fallout community alive, because 76 took how many years to get right? And here we have.
Is it even right yet?
I mean, you don't have people stealing your shit and then like crashing your game, so that's a fucking start. 3 years later, 4, 5
years later.
Exactly. No. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Once you lose that faith and trust, it is almost impossible to win back. And I don't care that Bethesda technically didn't make Fallout 76. They had another studio work on it.
They're responsible for it.
Exactly. It was their name on the packaging. It's their product. They do take the blame. So with Tomb Raider, going back to the roots with however many times they've been rebooted and seeing it do so well, that should be a wake-up call to game communities, especially the AAA ones, claiming that these are quadruple A titles or whatever.
Quadruple A.
Wow.
This is what the people want.
That was a fucking comment that's for the books.
That made me not buy the game.
Game. Skull and Bones looks like a quadruple A game. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't buy it.
And Amber Heard looks like a model, and yet she's a garbage piece of fucking shit. Who would have thought that the false packaging was false packaging?
Garbage human.
So,
Facts.
Yeah, again, glad that old Tomb Raider's getting some love.
If anybody remembers,
I'm sorry?
If anyone remembers, on our Patreon account, I did Tomb Raider a celebration of 10 years of boobies, and I did a whole thing about all the Tomb Raiders in the 3D modeling through the time.
Oh wow.
And I actually like took away the T and put W instead, and I called it Womb Raiders.
Cat is fading in and out. Oh no, Cat ran.
She was not having that.
Nope.
Well, I hope you're doing better, Penguin, and I'm glad that we can help.
Oh yeah.
We are here to help. Yeah,
we will
so
send you a virtual hug to where you live. Virtual hug to Rogue Raven, everybody. We all love Rogue Raven.
Thank you.
Rogue Penguin. Rogue Penguin. We like Rogue Raven too. Rogue Penguin. Shout out to Rogue Penguin. I'm sorry you had a rough couple of days. I hope your weekend is better.
Oof.
And of course, you can hang out in our Discord because we have people there that are qualified to talk. And people that are unqualified to talk if you want to just talk shit the whole time and just be silly and stupid. So, like Soda and I and Maya are usually on the audio, and then Oni and Hero usually in the chat. So you have a lot of people in there. Mariner's there, everywhere in between. Wow, that's horrible.
Drop that on me.
Oh.
Oof.
Fucking men are dicks.
Yeah, we're assholes, dude.
Okay,
we
we
gotta
love
beat
you,
up.
Penguin.
In theory, could you maybe share their name, phone number, address, photo of who they play?
Put that in our Discord, not on.
Oni will be by to pick up.
Private message me, on the down low. We can work something out. I'll give you the family discount.
Yeah,
Oni will pick up Hero on the way to Chieftains, and the three of them will show up at your door.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll just all connect. We can pick up Keith and Jamie on the way too.
We'll take you out to your favorite restaurant. You don't have to worry about the money. We got that taken care of.
Yeah.
It's all
we'll buy
good.
you dinner, Penguin.
I'm just saying, I'm not touching them, so I'm not openly brandishing anything right now currently.
The airsoft back there? Yeah.
The airsoft, yeah. The airsoft behind him.
I'm not brandishing anything, but I can, if you're curious, I can reach out and touch somebody on your behalf.
We got you, Penguin. Who would ever cheat on Penguin? She's like the sweetest and coolest person ever. You ever see her clips on TikTok or Twitter or on Instagram?
Apparently
She's
an
fucking
idiot.
Funny, bro.
Idiot.
You got to check her out. I don't know why she ain't partnered. She's fucking funny.
Yo, even
She
Tyrion
does
is
like
offering to
stupid
make a
shit
trip
like
for
us.
family.
It's great.
You see that?
Huh?
Even Tyrion offering to make a trip for family.
Oh, there we go. We're able to make a trip for family.
By the way, Tyrion Death, you forgot that text.
I think
talking about
what's the movie? with Vin Diesel. There's like they made a Fast and Furious. We're a family. Yeah.
Oh,
You just see a team of Jeeps coming down I-95, led by a Tesla.
I'll ride in the Tesla. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can keep your
Here we
Jeep.
go.
it does have a bum nose. It still
That-
needs a nose job, but actually, funny
So
story.
I have something in common with your car. That's supposed to laugh that hard. Fuck you, hero.
Funny story about that, Chief. The other person's insurance
Yeah.
quoted me an estimate for
Did you laugh at it?
for just replacing the bumper cover.
But
Well,
wait,
when
hang
they
on.
do
Bumper
that-
cover?
Bumper cover.
What the fuck do you mean a bumper cover? What the fuck is under the bumper? Is it that metal shit?
So you're talking about the fiberglass body, and
Okay.
under the fiberglass body, the bumper cover is the actual bumper because
What the fuck?
it needs structural integrity of something stronger to protect the batteries.
Okay, then in which case just make that the fucking bumper. Extend that bitch. Make that metal. See, you my vehicle.
Oh, she's getting fucking triggered now. She's going
Oh,
ape
here
shit.
we
Look
go.
out. Oh,
Here we
he's
go.
on
I'm-
rampage. He's
I'm
on
not
rage
done
mode.
yet.
Oh, here she goes.
Now you're getting a diagram.
Bumper. And you know what's
Yeah.
under there?
She's
Air.
got
Fucking air. Because
It's
the
almost-
She's got
bumper
books
does
for
its
everything.
job.
What the fuck?
It's almost as if most cars that are, current are all built like this as is. Have you seen the plastic front end of every sedan
Yes,
on the road
because
right
if
now?
I were to kick my Jeep, I'd probably break my fucking leg. If I kicked your car, your vehicle would probably have a broken fucking axle at that point.
No, you'd be surprised.
I'm being facetious here.
Because
being
remember what my
facetious.
car did to the other car.
Oh
It
yeah, no, and I'm
folded-
sure it was very solid. I'm sure it's very solid, but
it
I
folded
just
the fucker's
can't get
tire.
over. I just can't get over the stupid shit these companies are getting away with. Like, oh, let me just cover the bumper. It'll be fine, and then you just have to replace that.
So,
Why?
anyways, in context, what's under the bumper cover
We're off the
is
rails again,
the
Soda.
bumper, just like your Jeep. Where you
Yeah.
would break your leg if you kicked it. But anyways, they quoted just the replacement of the bumper cover and a paint job. You know how much that amounted to? $1,500.
I've seen your pictures.
Wow.
It's more than
Mind
1,500.
you, I
Yeah.
made it very clear when I submitted the pictures of the damages that a sensor was jacked up and that my hood is slightly warped from the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And I contacted that insurance agent and I said, "You guys fucked up. You realize that, right?"
Smoking crack.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Just bought a
Your
Jeep like everybody
team
else. You wouldn't have these
fucked
problems.
up and shorted
We
me
don't-
about $3,500. Oh, don't worry. When the body shop gets a hold of it, they're gonna
Buy a
actually
Jeep.
submit it, and they're gonna submit a a freaking amendment to the quote. And I'm like, you
They were
realize
hoping you would sign that, probably.
you know how much that's going to cost you guys, right? Oh yeah, don't worry about it. The body shop will handle the rest. Well, okay, that's gonna set me
That
back
car has
about a
been
month.
in the shop more than been on the road this year.
Yeah.
Should have bought a fucking Jeep.
Not these Jeeps today.
Definitely still want to get to my
Yes, this Jeep with the
destination.
steel fucking bumper. You're damn right, Oni. They come with the steel bumpers now.
I'm
Nice.
just so you know, I'm still getting to and from my destinations, unlike any of the modern Jeeps out there.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about these newer Jeeps.
I got something to say after you're done, but go ahead.
Okay. And this is about cars in general. I don't like how many sensors they have and everything. I think in a way it's causing problems because now instead of just checking just the bare necessities that you already had in your vehicle, it's like a sensor for a sensor and you can't turn them off. And some of them are absolutely necessary for the function of the vehicle and not in the fun way. Not like, hey, look, check your engine. There's something wrong. It's, oh, hey, this is going out. Hey, this is going out. Hey, you need an oil change. bitch, I can fucking look at the oil. I can check. I can see that. It's looking a little old. I know. A lot of these vehicles, for the sake of convenience or luxury or something, are putting some of the biggest fucking tablets I've ever seen in their dashboards, or making them as part of the dashboard, which is increasing the costs exponentially. And I can't stand that, because we keep saying, don't drive distracted, don't drive distracted, don't drive distracted, so you're gonna put a fucking tablet in the car. Okay, yeah, I see how that is. Also, if that goes out, you have to replace basically the entire fucking dashboard, because it's connected to the electronics. And so if anything is there,
replace the radio.
It's fucking done. And
my parents had the Dodge Journey, and they had to replace the entire radio because the computer was in there and get a new one.
So these little things that aren't necessary, in my opinion, at all, are not making it easier. Also, right now, I know there's a recall for Jeep Gladiators, and because I don't remember which year it was. It had to have been at least a year or two. It's for the paint, because the paint is allowing rust to seep under it.
Yikes.
The Gladiator has been in production for about five and a half years now. That's a little young to be having some issues like that. Now, can it be considered minor? Maybe. Here's the thing though. Rust is kind of a big fucking deal. So
you put a sticker on it and you're good.
No, you're the type who would just say, "Oh, just put some chrome on it; it'll protect it. It's still gonna rot from the inside."
Duct tape that shit. You're good.
Spray paint.
Spray paint. That's what I fucking did.
And right now, Jeep is considered. Jeep is being marketed as a luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
You look at the
We already had the Wagoneer conversation.
That nostalgia bait is what's causing that.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. Back then,
I'm buying one cash for $55,000.
if you look at this,
which is more
Cherokee,
than I made the last 2 years combined.
Wagoneer, Comanche.
Yeah.
Back then, it was all from basically the same parts and base. The Cherokee came
Welcome
last
to a podcast about Jeeps and cars and not
because
video games.
they were phasing these two out. So I can't recommend Jeep as it is right now, because
I don't have a choice.
I don't trust the reliability of it. So I'll stick to my moldy oldie. He's
Oni, can I just
bitch
for a second? Can I bitch for a second right here?
Yeah.
So between you and your sister, I should never get another car as long as I fucking live.
That's not what we said.
Every time I go, how about the Bronco? Oh no, the Broncos break down. How about this car? No, this one's bad. I go, how about the Toyota Jeep version? No, that one's got too many sensors. Well, how about the fucking Aston Martin, the 007 car? No, because you can't get parts. Because I can't win, Oni. I can't win. Like, I'm looking for recommendations on cars, and I get literally shut down by everybody. Don't get this car. Don't get that car. Don't get this car. Don't get that car.
Pinto.
Maybe I should just ride a fucking unicycle
Pinto.
and then just get ice cream like Ghost does in California. I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm like, I'm getting the Jeep. That's all there is to it. I'm getting the Jeep 4xe.
He said fucking walk.
I said walk. No, that's for poor people. I don't walk.
Oh.
Like I'll take a bicycle. I will more than happy ride a bike. I've done that in San Francisco to go to school uphill both ways.
And the fact that you're
snow.
still alive after that experience shocks me, sir, because
I
San
got pulled
Francisco
over
is
for not
fucking
wearing a helmet.
psychotic.
Yeah, like I would more or less get my eyes scratched out during the PETA demonstrations, eating a cheeseburger, wearing a leather jacket and leather shoes. But you understand my frustration when I want to get a new car, Oni. It's like he keep on hearing like, don't do this, don't do that. It's just like, it's so frustrating as someone who needs a new car, like to hear that like there's not a good new car. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think it's about your recommendations or your.
I'm so frustrated.
On it,
like, no one gives me a good recommendation for a car.
I think it's more of a frustration that.
I'm not yelling at Oni. I just want to be clear with that. Hold on. I'm not yelling at you, Oni. You know that, right? Yes? Can you hear me?
You're in trouble.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't yelling at you. I'm just saying I'm frustrated. That's all. I'm like, I can't find a good car. Yeah. I'm not yelling at anybody. I want to be sure.
I told you to get a Pinto. So.
Yeah, you told me to get a fucking Pinto.
Then we can do the Garth
she
and
makes a
Wayne.
good point with all the sensors. It's like you got to replace everything with the car. It's annoying. But
We
yeah,
do
go
Wayne
ahead.
and Garth. I got $5,000. I got $5,000.
Gazoo says he wants to buy your sunglasses.
Mine, you can't. Can't buy my sunglasses. All
I'll sell them to
Hero,
you
go
for
ahead, finish your
$10,
thought.
so.
I don't even.
What
Yeah.
are we talking
They're
about
$200
anyway?
glasses.
Yeah, just the whole point of the story there was the fact that this dude's freaking insurance agency
Yeah.
tried to shortchange me. I'm like, so you say that my car is going to be fixed after replacing the bumper cover for $698 and then paying labor and paint for just redoing that. You do see that the fender is fucked up. You do see that the hood is twisted, and I talked about a sensor that is visibly damaged. And you still only quoted the bumper cover. Okay.
Brilliant.
I got you guys. I also told them they were going to be responsible for the time I had to take off to drop my car off. They said that they don't
I'm
cover
buying
loss of
Bumblebee.
wages.
Fuck it.
They said they don't cover loss of wages. I'm like, what?
You're like, do you see what my taxes are this year? I was bitching the chiefs into bad because these idiots in the IRS mess everything up. There's a transformer that turns into a Jeep, Mariner.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name
Does
of
it
the.
rust
I
out
think
like
it's
mine
Hound.
does?
I think the character is Hound, but I can't. I'd have to verify.
Ooh, that's a good question. That'd be a good question for next week. But I like what Tyrandet said there. It's like, yeah, all the Jeeps are going to be like kind of like reindeer pulling the Tesla down south.
I don't know why.
You just got to put like a white in Hero's beard, and he'll be on the top of his Tesla, just like whipping the Jeeps, going, like, ho ho ho! It'll be fucking great.
That's just, I don't know. That's less entertaining than what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. He was thinking of OnlyFans. No one mentioned the web.
All I can say is my car still drives. The other guy's doesn't.
Exactly. And if you want to get insulted for 15 seconds, be sure to check out OnlyFans. That's OnlyFans. $50. She'll insult you for 15 seconds. The master of puns. The doctor of digs. The professor of puns. Known as Blacklight Oni. Although there wasn't a lot of puns tonight. You notice that? Not a lot of puns. I think because Oni's tired. Are you tired, Oni?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. We'll try to wrap this up really quickly. We're at 11 o'clock, right? So let's wrap this up so Oni can get to bed.
Oh yeah.
And I'm tired too because I was yawning earlier. I kept on waking. I keep on having the same dream that I need an extra credit to graduate with a master's degree, but I'm at my undergrad getting the classes. It just makes no sense. It's just a reoccurring dream that I need one more class to graduate. I'm not looking forward to that tonight. I've had that dream at least once a week for the last like 5 weeks. But with that being said, our trivia question: when firing the Crucible in Mass Effect 3, what color leads to the control ending? See, I'm tired. A, blue, B, green, or C, red? And let's see.
Mojo, did you look up the answer yet?
Right?
Mojo knows the answer.
Yep, there it is.
That's the best sound effect combination I did in a while. The answer is A, blue. That was the one that like no one wanted to pick. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane.
It was 50-50 between.
Oh, it was 50-50, so people didn't know 100%. So if you did get the answer, congratulations. You win nothing. But we do have a Netflix sweepstakes.
Date out with Jen.
No, that's more of a punishment. Ask anybody. Ask any of my ex-girlfriends. That's more of a punishment.
Damn.
Yeah, buddy. So what is next here? Where is? Do I not have? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So we haven't done this year yet, but we actually have a Camper's Corner. Camper's Corner. Cue the awesome music. Anytime today.
I'm the chieftain, bitch. Campers. I'm the chieftain, bitch.
Yeah, 30 pounds ago, that's what I look like. So, trolling the trolls. So I pitched this to everybody, and they said, "Yes, please do this, chieftain."
Actually, I think Hero practically begged for it.
Yeah, he pretty much did. Yeah, pretty much did beg for it. So yeah, but we had a troll on YouTube on our YouTube Shorts. But before you do that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/lagging-out. That's youtube.com/lagging-out. So you can watch all the troll. What's that?
I said smooth, very smooth.
Very smooth transition, right? High production value here. High production value. Yeah, so make sure you check that out today. So, here is the actual video of the short that we're doing. This is probably during the Marine's birthday, because you can see Soda's dressed like a Marine here.
Yeah,
so let's watch the video really quick so you know the reference. I'm not gonna lie either. Brie Larson looks fucking hot in this film. I'm not gonna lie either. She looks fucking
She's
hot.
not ugly. It's kind of like
No.
Amber Heard. She's not ugly. They're just ugly people. Like
I'm sorry. Nothing about Amber Heard is attractive. Not even her looks.
what? Oh yeah, if she was laying down, you were not gonna say no.
So that was the clip.
Doesn't sound like something I would say.
So it was a lot of like.
As it is.
Now, the person who actually saw this video didn't apparently watch the whole thing, because the response was pretty funny. But this is Dustin Fletcher. He says, "I agree. Her jawline is even more blocky than Heavy's." So that was a pretty funny comment. But this guy here called JX Robert said, "Have you all looked in the mirror? Laughed my ass off. I don't think y'all are the ones to judge famous people's looks. Not all of us were making that judgment call. Basically, it was just Hero. So, but Hero had an honest gripe because Amber Heard is a turd. So, but
Oh,
yeah.
I can expand on this entire criticism.
Yeah,
we know you
really
can.
quick. Let me get to the comment, and then you can expand upon it. So here's, of course, I can't let this shit go because I'm chieftain, and I can't deal with that shit, like people talking shit about like the staff and everything. So here's my response: we can judge whomever and whenever we want. From this comment, we know you have never seen the show. We body shame ourselves on the daily, and will continue to do this, as well as give professional opinions on the latest topics in gaming entertainment. If you have any issues, please feel free to engage us in the live at 8 p.m. Fridays, and have a great night. Sincerely, Chieftain, the ugly guy in the top left-hand corner of the short. So, I said that, and then I have I think I had a picture of Hero as what's his face, John Thick,
Here we go.
John Wick. Somewhere, but yeah, it was kind of silly. But if you see this guy's page, and he's body shaming us, it's like pot meet kettle. I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy in the world, but if you're gonna make a comment, you better be an Adonis. So, yeah, have a good night, Sleep Penguin. But yeah. Hero had a lot to say about this. Oh, I got everything out in the comments in there, so this is pretty popular. You can see we had at this point we had 16 likes, and it got even higher than that. So it was one of our popular videos. But if you want to make a comment, Hero or anyone else, so that'd be great.
I'm gonna make this drawn out and long.
Oh, you make something drawn out? Come on.
Never.
Never.
All right. So, first and foremost, I'm a goddamn American citizen. I can say whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, about whoever the fuck I want. Just like anybody could take this opportunity to walk the fuck away and not listen. It is their God-given right.
Right.
But motherfucker, I have the free speech. Second off, for Halloween,
Look at that
dressed
sexy
up
son of a bitch.
for Halloween, I dressed up as John Wick, and I posted it up on the fucking internet, on social media.
It fucking blew up, bro.
And more than what I expected of numbers of people responded. Even a couple actually said they were about to ask me why I was posting a picture of John Wick or Keanu Reeves. I don't really
You're a sexy
look
motherfucker.
that much like Keanu Reeves. Come on. But I'll take the compliment.
My dog.
Yeah. So I think I have room to speak. And by the way, have you ever heard of something called preferences? Just for the record, I happen to not have a preference for blondes. Just the thing, I don't have a preference for blondes. Sure, some of
No
these
counting for
have,
taste.
some of these people, these women that we were talking about happen to be blondes, and they could possibly be considered attractive, unless you're Amber Heard, in which case you have a personality of a dead fucking squid. But I also have something, I mentioned this earlier in the show. I have a thing for tits and ass. And I don't know if any of you guys, present company, or this individual happened to notice, but Brie Larson and Amber, the shithead.
He definitely doesn't like tits.
They're flat as the fucking board. Just saying. You look at them, they turn sideways, they fucking disappear.
For a reference, Hero's tits are bigger than theirs, just so you know.
Okay. And if we want to go for fucking preferences, I also have something else that I know present company has an awareness of. I prefer the flavored chocolate.
It's racist.
Racist.
I didn't say anything about skin color.
Oh yeah.
He's got a preference for chocolate.
Gee, I thought
So
this was
Morgan
going to be a
Freeman's your
funny
type.
moment, but it turned into a roast hero moment. God, y'all are fucking assholes.
I didn't say anything.
And I said the troll. I know he definitely doesn't like boobs, so that wasn't on you.
He definitely doesn't like tits and ass. Let's just say that.
Well, he probably likes ass, but the wrong way.
Heard or
We're talking about a contender for Queer Eye, huh?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
To each their own. That's fine.
It's fine. I don't have a problem with individuals either. It's just when you're going to go ahead and criticize somebody's appearances as a method of saying they don't have a right to criticize somebody's appearances. Hey, you're a fucking idiot, aren't you?
Exactly,
you want to
dude.
censor some motherfuckers just because you want to be part of the Brie Larson Defense Force, or maybe, the Amber Turd fucking fan club. Oh, it was her dog. Sorry.
She's gay. She likes vagina.
Oh, by the way,
and money.
Who won in court again? Just for the record, who won in court again? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Never mind.
Yeah, there we go.
My
The
dog
Coke
stepped
guy.
on
The
a
guy who likes
bee.
Coke.
There's a great conversation
I
in
don't-
the chat. Hero was talking about freedom of speech, and so Ghost says, yes, you can say anything you want, Hero, but remember the NSA is always listening and the CIA is always watching.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a goddamn veteran
let me
with
finish.
guns.
Let me
I'm on the
finish.
list.
Let me finish. Like Lenoni says, cool. Can they tag us in their posts?
Oni, that was fucking gold.
It's like that joke where you got one person. It's like that joke where you got one person talking to the other person on the phone, and one person tells a joke, the other guy laughs, and the CIA agent on the other end is also laughs. Wait a minute.
I laughed. The toaster laughed. I shot the toaster. It was like a time.
Can they retweet us, please? Like that would be the the next cut. It's like, can we get a retweet on that, please?
Because then I said my taxes pay their salaries.
Yeah,
True.
that is true. But Oni's rich, so it's a lot of taxes. She has that strip of land next to Mar-a-Lago in Florida. That's how rich she is. Like,
No,
Trump's her
'cause
neighbor.
you know what would happen if I did? I'd be filling that fucker with like all the animals that you're not supposed to have that Florida keeps winding up having. Just to make it as I want to make it Australia 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Law.
No one will want to visit me. It will be
Oni,
paradise.
it'll be like fucking Snake Island.
Pretty much. Snakes, alligators, crocodiles, the hybrids of the alligators and crocodiles, because now Florida has both of those.
With laser beams on their heads.
Snake heads, which is a type of
Sharks.
fish. Hideous
Oh.
bitch.
What about Florida Panthers?
Yeah.
Scorpions.
Can you imagine Oni riding out in a Florida Panther with she looks like Skeletor, but like the miniaturized version because the Panthers are small. Like it has like a saddle in the back. And she's like, da-da-da-da-da. It's like
a Panther, wasn't that?
Oni Thor.
Panther.
She got a fucking sword and shit. You know, you don't fuck with me. Oh, come on. You know that would be fucking awesome. She's like, yeah, fuck it. Oh, there's a drawing right there. There's a CGI fucking like render or AI render there. That's awesome.
What would you name your Sword of Omens, Oni?
Ooh, good one. Good question.
Sorry.
Give me a second. It needs a glorious name.
Oh, yes.
I can't play that longer than 7 seconds or we get flagged.
Okay.
Horrible.
Can I hum it? Does that count?
Yeah, you can. Don't count She calls the F to chat.
I think it would be determined by the type of sword it was, to be fair.
Okay. Like a traditional, like the He-Man sword, kind of like that.
So like a claymore broadsword at least.
Yeah.
That's actually a good one, Ghost. I'm
She wouldn't
surprised.
use a sword. She'd use the flamethrower that was forged in the depths of the Castle Grayskull.
Wait, how far up was that one?
It should be right at the bottom.
Oh no,
Should
it's
be
that
the
one.
bottom
Okay.
one, yeah.
Why just why limit my options?
Right, yeah.
So it wouldn't be the Sword of Omens, it'd be Flamethrower of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
She melting people's fucking faces.
It'd probably it'd probably be a step up. I'd probably just make it napalm at that point. I probably
wanna hit
shouldn't
this.
say that on stream. But I'm gonna say it because technically it's legal. Technically, thermite is legal
Is it?
in certain states.
Oh, I gotta look that up. Is it
Thermite
legal in
is
Florida?
What's that?
thermite
Thermite?
is a chemical
Thermite.
that is created from the process of combining iron
phosphorus?
oxide
Have a
with
good night, Mojo.
have a good night, Mojo.
Night.
Good night,
Of
Mojo.
some other stuff. It is not an explosive. It's just a combustible chemical reaction.
Excuse
But
me. Oh.
thermite burns really fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
Thermite's used in welding.
Yeah.
It's legal.
Yeah, you can also make it yourself if you want to be really, really experimental, which again, I'm putting this out there.
Yeah.
Do not recommend.
This
Do
is for
not go
educational
fucking
purposes
with random
only.
chemical reactions you don't understand, okay? There are people who still try to hold M80s between their legs thinking it will silence that. It will blow pieces of you away including them. Yes, that part will go away too. Do not hold M8s.
Just
Do
so
not
the
do that.
NSA, CIA, and FBI are listening, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Only
Yeah.
for entertainment purposes only.
And none of this is anything you can't find quite openly on the internet, okay?
Dark web.
In theory, you just don't do it. Don't play with shit you shouldn't be playing with, okay?
Yeah.
Fire, as much as I love it, don't go playing with it. That's why I'd rather get burned by a gas oven than an oil fryer, okay?
No.
For the record, Ghost, yes, I know what thermite is.
That's the stuff you put on bread, right? That's the Australian stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, Vegemite's apparently explosive too. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh, that's I can't believe it's not butter.
I know exactly what thermite is. I just had to double check because there are things that are not legal for purposes outside of what they're intended for.
Gotcha.
And Gazoo, yes, I've watched all manner of videos. Go ahead and look up on YouTube the debt cable Christmas tree.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's
no.
really freaking cool. They take a huge coil of debt cable that's used to tape to C4 to ignite it. And they wrap it around a wire frame like a Christmas tree and then run this long ass cable run out and then they light it. And it's like watching a chain of firecrackers, only like 10 times bigger. And then hits the Christmas tree and it wraps around all the way to the top and then just explodes in a single star. It was great.
Oh my goodness. You're talking to civilians, but I do understand that. And I'm very proud of myself because on TikTok, they do military time and I was picking it up really quickly. I'm like, oh, I just have to add 2 hours to that. I just got to add 2 hours to that. I'm like, oh, 14 o'clock is 2 p.m. Okay, got it. All right, boom. I'm flying through all the posts and stuff. And speaking of that, if you guys missed any of the funny clips of myself, Hero, Oni, Soda, and sometimes Mariner, you guys might want to check us out here on TikTok under Laggin_out. That's Laggin_out. We try to post every day, but we can't guarantee that. But we can guarantee the YouTube shorts are there every day until at least like April 4th or 5th or something like that.
We are cringe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That. We appreciate that. That's what
accurate.
That's what we try to go for. So thank you so much.
I can live with that follow-up comment though. That's
yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to be cringe, but thank you so much deeply for stopping by. And if we weren't cringe, there are some people that wouldn't watch us anymore. So like, if you don't want to watch cringe, you could watch great shows like The Quartering and Geeks and Gamers. We love those guys. Both those guys are just amazing. Both those groups are just amazing podcasts. And we have our niche too, so there's enough room for 3 of us at the very top of the awesome gamer nerd podcasts. So, but yeah, you can check us out on Laggin_out. Usually I'm making usually it's like Odie's just like dropping bombs on there and they're fucking great. But everyone gets a turn of cracking jokes, so you might hear something at the very end. If someone's talking about Uno and the black cards in Uno, you might hear Soda say, that's racist at the end. I mean,
racist. So the yellow cards.
Yeah, like we were making comments about the Uno cards. It's like, and I made a
the red ones too. I mean, they're all fucking.
Well, the black cards are the sought after cards, like in real life, like you always want. So, and they're worth the most when you're scoring points. So there's like you could draw 4. See, it's like reparations. Like they have to draw 4, and then you get ahead of the game. So the more black cards you drop, the better off you are. Better chance of winning. You gotta get rid of them though. Just otherwise you don't want a lot of black cards in your hand at the end because then it counts 50 points towards the other team. So I can make a joke about slave trade, but I won't do that. That's over the top. Dude. It's too much information. But yeah, the black cards you want in the beginning, but you don't want to end up with them. So you have the yellow, red, orange card, not orange, but red, green cards and all that stuff.
Yeah, they banned that one recently, didn't they? Because Orange Man bad.
Oh yeah. We just added the orange card. It's a draw 10, and he always loses, but he wins on appeal. But
right.
$366 million is going to be appealed in the Florida Supreme Court. Supreme Court, my words are hard. If you like our content, please tell your friends. If you don't like our content, please tell your friends. If you don't have any friends, please tell yourself. Or the AI that's listening to you on this podcast, or maybe the phone right next to you, because we all know the phones are listening to us. And I swear to God, I'm going to get these T-shirts out there. But you
Hey
can
Siri,
get all these...
order some more lube. Oh, we still live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Malu is a word in the Samoan language for a female specific.
Siri responded.
Yeah.
Malu covers the legs from just below.
She loves to just sit there and wait. Even if you don't even say like eerie. She'll, what? What? I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
This is from Wikipedia.
Oh, it said Malu. She found Samoan language. What the fuck? The
The
female
I Love
what?
Oni, the I Love Oni t-shirts coming soon. And also make sure you follow us on Kick. If you're not watching us on Kick, you should be watching us on Kick. So make sure you go there, so that way we can qualify for affiliate. And that way, when we get more donations and more people donating, we can actually give away stuff like PlayStation 5s and stuff like that, which I want to do. Eventually, when we get enough donations, maybe $10,000 a month is our goal. So Chieftain can quit his job and do this full time, and then he can slowly hire all the hosts on
Hired?
1099
You said
contracts.
hired? Oh, hired.
But check out Lagging Out University, where Soda and Chieftain will teach you graphics, motion graphics, animation, graphic design for the low cost of $1,200 for a 10-week course. They are 90-minute classes once a week. So check us out at lagginout@gmail.com for your price today. I just made that up. That actually sounded pretty good. Lagging Out University. Also, don't forget to catch us at all our social media outlets, where you will find the greatest and funniest gaming content that on the internet, on the interwebs. Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, and your sister's ass. If you just want to flat out donate because you just love us and you just like us wearing bikinis all the time on a live because that's how we get all the views, you can hit that little scan, the QR code. I work alone. Shut up, Soda. Just kidding. No, you can just grab that. You can just screen grab that QR code, or you could just scan it, because I guess screen grabbing it won't really work. I guess it would work if you're on your computer. And you can make a donation straight to PayPal. Be greatly appreciated. So that way it covers our costs for the LLCs and electricity, internet, and maybe a green screen for the Mariner. Who knows? But he's looking fine with his water background tonight. Look at that guy. Look how sexy that guy is. That's what the ladies call a keeper right there. A keeper.
I thought I was called. I just keep looking for the luster.
Looking for the, why you thought I was gonna do a laughter? Come on, dude.
No, because I can't find the winner. I keep only finding the lusters.
Oh no.
The lusters.
The lusters. You get Miss Congeniality, you never get Miss America, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'll take her if she's Sandra Bullock.
Hell yeah. I love Sandra Bullocks. Sandra Bullock. So yeah, that's it. So on behalf of, I'm looking.
There it is.
A very lovely Blacklight Oni. Great job tonight, Miss Oni. Yeah. And Hero, thank you for putting up with me tonight. I've been annoying to you. Hero, the IT guy. The only host that streams at 60 frames a second and forgets that he's muted. Soda.
Oh, shit.
Our web developer and all-around awesome, knowledgeable guy of Fallout, the Mariner. I'm Chieftain. I fucked up tonight. We're lagging out live, and we're signing off and lagging out. We'll see you guys next week.
Night.
Night.
Later.
streak, lag compensation's always poning me. Yeah, my bandwidth is balls. I even pay extra for FiOS. 18 up and down still got me nervous, cause the game acts like I'm still in service. What? Girl, look at my poor barn. Girl, look at my poor barn. Girl, look at my poor barn. It don't count. Girl, look at my poor barn. Girl, look at my poor barn. Girl, look at my poor barn. I am out when I'm hosting a match. This is what I see. The game skipping frames like flipbook COD, and I'm shooting everyone, but the kill cam doesn't show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm lagging and I know it. Lagging, yeah. Lagging, yeah. Lagging, yeah. Lagging, yeah. I'm lagging. I'm laggy, man. I'm laggy, man. I'm lagging and I know